Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be on this.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup. Oh, we are out of the cage. Elks game day. So we are at the Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center to get you ready for the 7 o'clock kickoff between your 5-1 Edmonton Elks, or pardon me, 4-1. My goodness, that's a very cocky way to start the show, isn't it? Ooh, hot take. Premonition, anybody? Hot take? Well, information from the future, anybody? Oh, thanks, time traveler. See you next year. The 4-1 Edmonton Elks taking on the 1-3 British Columbia Lions. So, yes, a 7 o'clock game at Commonwealth Stadium, which is right next door to us here. At 6 o'clock, the live stream will continue with the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show with my colleague and friend Jason Milne, who will be joined by Matthew Owanek. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing great.
Thanks for setting everything up here today.
Yeah, it was. We're in the big room today.
This is a very large room.
So I know that you can't see what's beyond the camera, but for those on the audio stream, this is a room that would be suitable for a company boardroom for a company with what, 30 employees, 20 to 30 employees?
Yeah, you could fit a couple dozen people in here comfortably. I think.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well lit. It's hey, Reid, I don't know if you feel it, but the air conditioning's working.
It certainly is. You can barely see the window from
something
the cold
like
coming
that.
out.
Yeah, and it's cement.
Yeah,
We're surrounded by cement, so we're cool. And on a hot day like this, that's really important.
Yeah, it's quite hot out.
It's okay. I'm just gonna say it. Too hot. It's too hot for me. Now, I know some of you may really like this, or some of you may say, yeah, but Jay, we never get this heat. I understand. But this to me is exceeded levels of normalcy.
Well, it's going to be 31 if it isn't already.
That's too hot.
Yeah, I think it's 31 now.
For my liking.
I don't mind the heat. I people who listen regularly know I got air conditioning in my house about 2 months ago, thanks to Weiss Johnson.
Did you know?
And I love it. So that's pretty cool. But I don't mind the heat. I mean, I saw somebody post on Twitter today, like, seriously, you're complaining about the heat? And it was a picture of a car like stuck in a snowbank. So,
well,
I would
sooner
take this. I would sooner take this. But the bad thing about this is there's always the risk of a thunderstorm. If you look at the forecast for tonight, it says there could be one. I think Matthew was saying that hopefully there's going to be no rain until after the game.
Right.
But, you always run the risk of there being a storm or a lightning in the area or something like that. But, yeah, we're pretty excited for the game. The air conditioning is cranked in this room. So I was actually looking for a coffee or a hot chocolate a few minutes ago. But 7 o'clock game, Elks and Lions. We will have the lowdown on that. Dustin Nielson scheduled to join us between 5 and 5:30. Calling the game.
Good guy.
On TSN television. And he also works for Edmonton Sports Talk. Owns it, in fact.
In fact, yes, he does own it.
So it'll be good to have our boss and buddy drop by. Jed Roberts is going to be on the show, regular contributor, WE alum. We'll dive into a few topics with him. And at 4 o'clock, we're super excited to do this interview. This gentleman is making a return appearance. He joined us right before the start of the World Cup. So we thought we have to have him on right before the end of the World Cup. He is an Edmontonian. He is from England originally, and he was going into the World Cup supporting Canada and England, as you might expect.
Well, hang on, don't forget, he was also cheering against a certain team as well.
And we're going to talk about that because that team did not get to the knockout stage. They did have that one player, though.
I wonder what he finds more joy in.
Oh, England winning, if England would have won.
But it is nice that Scotland,
his team that he hated, didn't make it. His name's Antony Bent. He went to I think he went to a game in New York, New Jersey Stadium.
We'll have to ask
how
him.
He found it.
We'll have to ask him where it was.
How he found it. And he was hoping Canada would do well. I don't think he's very thrilled about the third place game tomorrow. We'll talk about that. And I'm sure he'll have some thoughts on how England failed to put Argentina away in the
we might keep Antony Bent
second half.
for
You never know.
an hour.
He might just go.
He might just go.
And so that'll be fun to talk to him. And he did say, when we had him on before the tournament, he did say England will make the semifinals and lose. He did call that.
Yep.
He said we're top 4 team, but we'll be in the Final Four, but won't win the whole thing. So that'll be fun to have him on the program. You can get in touch, of course. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. River Cree Resort and Casino. You get Tap 25 there, where they have a $21.99 prime rib special. It's available 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night. It's available for dine-in and takeout. RiverCreeResort.com. The prime rib special, just $21.99. And there's nothing there that says you couldn't get prime rib 2 or 3 times in a day. Like, what's stopping you? It's from 11:30 to 11 p.m.
Probably your gut health.
Show up at 11:30, get prime rib.
Probably your gut
digest health. It, go back at 7, have another one.
It is a softer cut.
Yeah, you're fine.
You know,
go for some exercise in between.
Take care of the gristle.
Yeah,
don't want to overwhelm your intestines.
There's nothing that says you can't.
No, there's no stipulation.
There's no limitations.
It's not like it's
one per customer.
Pepsi trying to steal a Harrier jet from one of their customers.
When did that happen?
You've never heard of this?
No. What happened?
You've never heard of Pepsi? Where's my jet?
What am I missing here? Does everybody know about this?
Maybe, maybe not. We started watching it. It's an older Netflix documentary.
Okay.
So back in the day, Pepsi came out with, it was the cola race.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right? Coke, Pepsi, taste tests, all that stuff.
Big deal.
Pepsi came out with Pepsi points. So they had this beautiful brochure with all these different, you get 200 points, you get a Pepsi fanny pack.
Okay.
400 points. And they did this commercial. They aired a commercial in the United States.
Okay.
And it showed this kid walking out of his house. And it was like he had a Pepsi shirt on.
Okay.
And it said Pepsi shirt.
I might vaguely remember this. Okay.
400 points.
Okay.
And then he walked out and he put on his Pepsi sunglasses. Pepsi sunglasses, 150 points.
Okay.
And then the kid says something like, I'm going to find my own transportation to school today.
Okay.
So then the next scene, they cut away to the front of his school, and there's kids in the classroom, and it just goes black, like the sun's being blocked out.
Okay.
Well, the sun's being blocked out by this student arriving to school in his own Harrier jet.
Oh, no way. Okay.
And he lands the Harrier jet on the front lawn of the school, and it says at the bottom, Harrier jet, 7 million Pepsi points. No disclaimer, no nothing.
Oh.
So some nutball made it his life goal and found investors, found people to back him. And he came up with all the points, and Pepsi refused it.
Well, of course they would.
No, but they sued him. And I don't even know if there's still been, I haven't finished the documentary, but it's Pepsi, where's my jet?
Oh, wow. So this was from the 80s.
When he was younger, yeah, but the documentary was actually set somewhat recently, and they interviewed
the commercial.
They interviewed the Pepsi ad agency that did the campaign, and they're saying this has controlled my life, this mistake. Because then they rolled it back, and in Canada, they put joking underneath. There was no disclaimer, nothing. So it's assumed it was a joke.
Well, but of course, why would it be this person? This guy has no argument.
But no, Reid, you need to properly. There would be those, there would be an asterisk, and it would say below in fine print.
No jet not available.
Jet's actually not available. Then in the United States, they changed it from 7 million Pepsi points to 70 million Pepsi points.
Would that be obtainable?
I don't know.
Live 400 years.
But before this guy went off on this journey to get these points, he made sure. He's like, can I actually legally own a Harrier jet? And yes, you can. It'd have to be disarmed.
But didn't the promotion end at some point where it's okay, we're no longer giving things out?
Well, they tried to, but it went to I think it went quite far. So I'll have to finish watching it. Report
this. Yeah, I don't remember this.
It's a very well done documentary. It keeps you. It keeps you.
I just think that should be automatically thrown out. Where it's okay, buddy, it's a pop company.
That's what they said right off the bat, and then they found more lawyers, and they're like, no, Pepsi needs to, like, he was offered at one point, I think he was offered something like 2-point-something million to go away. And he said, no, I want my jet. I'm serious.
Okay, I got to look this up.
Yeah. But it's very, like,
I do not.
I don't know how it ended up, though. It's a shame. We were watching it together. My daughters were hooked on it.
It's on Netflix.
I believe it's on Netflix, yeah.
Okay.
Pepsi, where's my jet?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of silly.
I think it's silly, but maybe that was the
but I guess you got to put a disclaimer on everything.
That made disclaimers become.
I mean,
reality.
I guess technically, I could have had listeners at my old job like being like, "I want my canned ham. Where's the canned ham?"
Yeah, and
Reid said it would be brought to my door.
And you know what? You would have run it up the ladder, and canned ham would have been shut down immediately.
Yeah,
that one customer would have got a
would have ruined
can of spam.
Yeah,
and ruined the whole bit, like this guy did for Pepsi points.
Yeah. Okay, that's amazing. I'll have to look that up. I didn't know about that. It kind of bugs me, though, that guy did that.
Well, but
like some things are obviously humorous.
But he got so far where he was like, well, screw it. I want this jet.
Well, I guess if there's no cost to him, is it costing him any? Well,
it costs like $7 million some dollars
to get that many points.
Yeah, like they presented a check. It was quite a.
Oh my goodness!
But I thought it was a very well done documentary. I haven't finished it. But.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. But I guess you'll see a commercial with a guy driving through an obstacle course. And it'll say "Professional driver, do not attempt."
Yes,
like just you sitting behind.
Maybe this was the birth of the disclaimer.
I guess. That's pretty interesting. Okay.
Why were we talking about it?
780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox about getting the prime rib.
Oh, there's no disclaimer.
No disclaimer on it. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. You can listen to us on iHeartRadio. We'll talk about that in a sec. iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, excellent audio streaming apps. Make us a preset. Make us a favorite. Let other people know how they can listen to EST. I saw Preston Hodgkinson in the Hive wrote a nice little piece about sports radio in Edmonton. And
I retweeted it.
EST was strongly featured in that, as you would expect us to be. You can get us also on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if for some reason you haven't already. And remember, give us a thumbs up. We like to get to at least 100 likes every show.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. And you can also post in the nasty chat on YouTube. Duck Dead says, you guys have the voice of the CFL. What a pull. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it is. The
55-yard line says, I say let the dogs on the field tonight. They can't ruin it worse than a certain commissioner will.
How many times do you think we're going to hear the song, Who Let the Dogs Out?
Well, a couple times probably. I hope there's a lot of dogs on the Jumbotron, especially like if the Elks are rolling. It's just a dog party in the fourth quarter.
Just a dog.
Just let them
lapping it up.
Just let little, I almost said little Tino, but that's the FIFA president. Just let little Rex get a carry-in.
Yeah.
Coop
was sad. He wanted to come.
Yeah, just hand it off to the corgi. Let him plow through the line.
Let him go.
On 3rd and 1. All right, so that's how you can reach us and interact with us, which is always a lot of fun. I should let you know that we have now the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear.
I don't like. Okay, I'm not sure if I like or if I don't like when you give me that grinny look.
Well,
before you go into
because this is the edited version.
Okay, so you went.
We're not using that one I ran by you earlier, though there is a variation of it, which I think you're going to like.
Okay.
These are the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Killam's crew taking on BC tonight. What does BC stand for? By about 10 o'clock, it'll stand for Beaten Cats. The Tea Time Open is at Royal Birkdale. Meanwhile, my brother-in-law at the roulette table is royally screwed. Bluebirds home to the White Sox. Hey, Jason Mills, is that a pale hose in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I'm Chet Palmer.
The White Sox. Oh, pale hose.
Also known as the pale hose.
Yes.
Is that a pale hose in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Gosh. Do you have the other version ready for your memoirs?
Just in my head.
Okay.
It's just in my head. Maybe someday we'll do that one.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. The beaten cats. The beaten cat lions. That's what Chet says they're going to stand for.
Yeah, VR says you could buy Pepsi points for 10 cents. The Harrier would have cost $700,000.
Not that much.
I think they did present a check to Pepsi for the proper amount of Pepsi points.
Oh,
They
really?
raised that much money. They delivered it to Pepsi, and then Pepsi wrote them back and returned the check.
It's
It was like, clearly this was a
Sorry.
joke.
right.
And he's like, no. And they just kept going, man.
That's amazing. By the way, the next generation of NHL stars coming back to Alberta this summer. Tickets on sale now for the 2026 Hlinka Gretzky Cup in Edmonton. Visit hlinkagretzkycup.ca. Click on tickets to get a seat and a first-hand look at the future of hockey. By the way, future of basketball. What's going on at the Alberta Summer Games?
Well, yeah, this has been an interesting morning. So this morning, so I was at the opening ceremonies last night. Hey, your old colleague, Brendan Escott, was the MC.
Oh, was he? Oh, cool.
Yeah, he
Good
did
for
a
him.
fantastic job. And the opening ceremonies was great. It was really well done. Quick, in, out. There was like this 5-piece band. They were called the Brass Tactics.
Nice.
They were a little much. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Okay.
they could have had
Was
3
it
songs.
kids or adults?
Adults.
Okay.
And they were excited.
Okay.
Anyways, it was fun. So anyways, the games kicked off last night. First game was this morning. They beat the Peace Country. They beat them pretty good.
Double-digit win?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so the next game, which was at 2, which I had to miss, was against the Sunny South Zone, which is pretty good area.
Yes.
Lethbridge. I mean, if you're talking basketball, that
Yeah.
would include Raymond.
Right.
That would include McGrath. A lot of these smaller towns where the basketball's, prevalent. I just got the final score update. And you'll be happy to know that Zone 6, which is the Sherwood Park area.
Well, that's the Oilers brass band, people are saying.
Oh, okay.
So they got to be big and theatrical. If
Well,
you're
they
in
were.
Rogers Place.
They were, Reid.
They were playing for 18,000 people, not 180.
No, it was packed.
There were
There was
more
probably
than 180
4,000 people
there.
there. And they've now won 101-12.
Jeez.
Which makes me, it kind of is sad because obviously that zone, I think it's Zone 1, didn't have their best players that even cared to show up or cared to try out for this team.
Yeah.
Which is too bad. They face Calgary tomorrow morning. And Calgary beat this team earlier today.
That'll be more of a test.
Not by as much, but it'll be a test. Yeah.
And you're going tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I won't miss it.
All right. That's awesome. Let's get to the off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. We will be guests of William Huff to do the show from their suite at the Riverhawks game at Remax Field Monday afternoon, leading into the Riverhawks game Saturday or Monday at 7. We have a photo for this, Coob. If you're on YouTube, you can probably put that up. This is Trev with the Nasties who have gone to Toronto.
Oh, look at that.
For the Blue Jays game. So cool collection of people there. Some loyal listeners and friends in there.
And Frank.
So Trev, and Frank is there as well. So Trev's in Toronto for the weekend, going to Blue Jays games, hanging out with Nasties. So our off-topic topic is the top complaints Trev will have about Toronto.
Now, okay, when I first saw this, I said, okay, I'm going to wait to talk to Reid about this. Is Trev a complainer?
Okay, here's how I view Trev. He
Okay.
always has an interesting view of the world.
Sure.
I was at the gym and people looked at me. I can't believe there were other people there. Like, I'm on an escalator and there's other people on the escalator and they stink. Like, okay, Trev, like you're out in the world. So that's why I thought he's going to the most populous city in Canada. The Big Smoke, some would call it.
The Big Smoke.
Hogtown. So this is what I picture Trevor coming back and talking to us on Monday or Tuesday, whenever he's back. And there's a building there. It's like 70 stories tall. Why does it have to be 70? Well, is it 50 enough? I can't even see the next building behind this one. It's so tall.
Yes.
Why do they need so many tall buildings?
Right.
I'm walking around. I can't see where I'm going. There's too many tall buildings. Stuff like that. To me, that's Trev.
Yes, I like
where
that.
It's like, okay, Trev. Coob, didn't you have one?
Yeah, well, now I have a couple that I think about it, but my initial one was I'm in the 6. I'm in Toronto. I didn't even see Drake. There's no Drake song playing.
Oh, that's a
Drake's
good one.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Where's Bieber? Why isn't he at the game right now?
Right.
Like something like that. That's just like, no, Trev, you're not going to see Drake. You know,
I could see Trev showing up to the game and then leaving and be like, gosh, why was there so many people there?
Yeah.
Like there was 38,000 people there. Had I known that, I wouldn't have signed up.
No.
Like, what is 38,000 people doing in the same place at one
how
time?
far away I was from home plate? I used to go to slow pitch games in Pincher Creek.
Yeah.
I was like 10 feet from home plate.
Yeah, they make you sit up high.
I had to sit way up high. I brought my glove. I'm not getting a ball where I was.
Now, isn't the what would they call it in Toronto? Smog?
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think it's pretty bad right now.
Yeah. Strider says Trev is going to be mad because there won't be good scalable buildings. That's a good point. He'll try to climb the CN Tower.
yeah, he might even try parachuting off of it, like that one movie that came out last year. Why'd they even build the CN Tower? Why is there a big needle? You know, we have YouTube and internet.
I should say that's a good point, Coob. Like I'm not doing this because I think Trevor's a complainer. I do think I do this about Trev because he takes mundane things about society and turns them into problems.
He's Seinfeld in a person.
He is a little bit of a Seinfeld. He's a bit of a George. He's like, yeah. Like, I don't want to go to a baseball game and sit with 38,000 people.
Yeah. Oh, then there's going to be a complaint about the traffic. I mean, I could have walked to the game faster than it took the cab.
He'll complain about the traffic for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. Somebody will look at him. Some
room,
food will be served to him some way he doesn't like.
His room being too high.
His room will be too many floors
It's
up.
too many floors up.
Yeah.
Like I was on the 48th floor. Why am I up there? I couldn't even see the street.
I was in downtown Toronto and there wasn't even a Donair store. Like, what are we talking about here?
It's true.
Yeah.
Baptized Big Uke says he'll complain about there being too many Leafs fans. Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So your top complaints Trev will have about Toronto. He's there for the
He'll
weekend.
probably complain about having improper footwear.
Yeah.
And blame it on Toronto's sidewalks. Though.
Might complain about the Blue Jays playing the same team in every game.
Oh, yes. Back to back to back.
Like, what? I don't want to see the same opponent 3 games in a row. Why don't they move him around?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I hope he's listening to this right now. He probably isn't.
I'm sure somebody's telling him.
780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. The off-topic topic for William Huff. Top complaints YouTube Trev will have about Toronto. He is there and going to the Blue Jays games as they're playing the Pale Hose tonight. The White Sox.
Reid, I'm not going to lie. I've never heard anybody refer to them as the Pale
Before
Hose.
me?
Yes.
Come on.
I'm not lying.
That's well known. They're called the Pale Hose.
Really?
The Pale Hosiery. Yeah.
So what are the Red Sox called? Blood Hose?
Bo Sox.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
But aren't they the Shy Sox?
Shy Sox also works, yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard
I've
Pale
never
Hose.
heard them called the Blood Sox, though Kurt Schilling had bloody.
Yeah,
bloody
that's
sock.
true.
All right. We got Dustin Nielson, little after 5. Jed Roberts at 4:40. What?
Jack from Cincinnati. This is great.
Oh, he's good.
Trev will be mad he only caught one foul ball.
Yeah. And so then I catch it, and then everybody's telling me I got to give it to this little kid next to me.
Yeah.
Well, I caught it. Why didn't he catch it if he wanted it so bad?
Tapwater says YTT will complain about the roof being closed because of the smoke.
Yes, that's true.
Faux Farm Boy. This is a good one. HST versus GST. I went out for dinner, and they wanted to take another 7% off of me.
It's like, oh no, I'm from Alberta. I don't pay that here.
I don't pay that. I can see Trev getting kicked out of like the sports pub for refusing to pay the extra 7%.
40 cents on his pint.
HST.
Yeah, what is it? What is it there?
Well, GST's 5. I think is it 12 or 13?
It's quite a bit, yeah.
Harmonized?
Yeah, I think it's 12 or 13 total. It's been a while. I used to go to Ontario almost every summer, but I haven't been in a few years, so I used to know that. I like that one.
Yeah, 13% total HST, provincial 8% GST 5.
So 8%.
What was that other text? That was a good string of texts.
The Trevor will be mad. He only caught
one foul ball. Yeah, and then he had to give it to the little kid next to him.
God bless you, Trev.
All right,
stay safe out there, little buddy.
Jay's play of the day is coming up. Antony Bent on the World Cup is going to join us at 4. Here's the Coob with the sports update.
Here in E-Town, the Elks look to avenge their only loss of the season to improve to 5-1 on the year, rematching the 1-3 Lions at 7 o'clock. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium. Green and Gold kickoff show. Matthew Wannick, Jay Milne go live at 6 o'clock to tee up the game right here on EST. In Hamilton, former Elks quarterback Trey Ford has been named the starter for the Tiger Cats. Hamilton playing host to Toronto tomorrow. And staying out east, the Flyers have skirted arbitration. Jamie Drysdale being locked up to a 4-year deal worth $26 million total. And in the majors, the Jays are back in action against the White Sox from the 6th battle. Or first pitch at 5:15 for the first of 3 total games in their series. Toronto last in the AL East, Chicago leading the AL Central with Spencer Miles on the bump for the Birds. And the Yankees-Dodgers, they also take the field while the Giants-Mariners close things out tonight. And just after 7:30, the Riverhawks are in action against the Port Angeles Lefties. Catch the full game on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. The Edmonton Elks Dog Days of Summer is tonight. That's presented by Atco Energy. Lock in your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. More of the Reid Wilkins Show. Reid Wilkins, Jay Milne, live from the Commonwealth Community Recreation Center. Up next on Edmonton Sports Talk, I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
By the end of the season, Nuge will no longer be on PP1.
I'm going to hire it.
Let's fire that one. You think Babcock's going to legit mix up that top
I think
power play?
Babcock's going to have 2 power plays.
But McDavid and Draisaitl and Boucher still on one. There's no way. There's no way.
No PP time.
I would love to see Babcock go, Leon, you're on one power play. Connor, you're on the other.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Get ready for another iconic evening of Canadian rock as the River Cree Resort and Casino presents Streetheart and Lee Aaron. On July 30th, get ready for a fist-pumping, anthem-filled show featuring 2 of the best acts to ever do it. Streetheart and Lee Aaron, July 30th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh. Emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. We are at the Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center, and portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Welcome to the jungle. It's time to come alive, get ready to be thunderstruck, and top it all off with a big congratulations. What do these phrases have in common? Well, they are the biggest concerts of the season. For more information on the biggest shows at Commonwealth Stadium, go to edmonton.ca/Commonwealth. So you got Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, AC/DC, Post Malone, Ticketmaster.ca, and this starts next week, Friday, July 24th, Saturday, July 25th. It's Post Malone, Jelly Roll, Carter Faith, the big-ass stadium tour, and we're giving away tickets?
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay, perfect. That's
We'll
going to
be
be
giving
awesome.
away 3 sets of 2 tickets, so you're going to want to tune in.
All right, that's incredible stuff. We're just, I got to be totally, full disclosure here. As much as I love golf, the British Open just hasn't been on my radar this week. I guess maybe just with the Elks stuff we're doing. And
it might pick up
following
over the
World
weekend.
Cup. So,
maybe.
But Bryson DeCham-NO apparently might take his ball and go home.
Mm-hmm.
So he hit into the rough.
Hole 5.
Hole 5. Why does it say Saturday? That's wrong. Yeah, this is the current story.
Today's Friday.
He hit his ball into the rough. And then I guess it looked like he might have trampled down some of the rough is high. It says knee-high rough in the story. We haven't found good video of it, but we got to.
Yeah, we did. I mean,
we have the doctored video.
No, but
where's the original video?
This is the original video, and essentially, like he's just looks to me like he's just doing a practice swing, but you can see some of the long grass in the background.
Right.
Move.
But then he stands kind of behind it, but you got to get in there somehow to hit it. So anyway, he was found to have deemed.
See, he steps on that grass. So you missed this.
Who wouldn't
Reid.
do that?
When you looked, see, watch here. Watch right here. He goes and he steps. That would be in his club backswing.
Oh, so he tramples it down in hopes it's not going to pop back up.
Now, Reid, I mean, I now rules.
I've done lies where I'm kicking stuff.
I'm literally
as I swing.
standing on the grass to keep it down. Apparently, that's not acceptable here. 2-stroke penalty.
Yeah, he
Bryson
was found guilty of improving conditions affecting the stroke. The R&A rules official said he's been penalized 2 strokes for inadvertently improving the area of intended backswing. So they aren't saying he did it on purpose, but DeCham-NO, I guess, has said. Well, he didn't. He said he might not play on the weekend, but this article doesn't.
Well, that's what
say that.
People that can read.
Oh,
lips
he's overheard.
Are that's what they figure he said to the rules official. I'm just
tense.
not going to play tomorrow.
Right.
I mean, he could withdraw from the
not
tournament.
show up. Yeah, it was his prerogative.
But I feel like Bryson DeChambeau, he is a very polarizing character.
Wasn't that who Faldo went off on, saying
Yes.
that he doesn't have the? Is it basically
strategy,
smart enough
golf
to play
strategy,
the course?
And then Bryson DeChambeau, after the first round, used the word strategize and strategy in his follow-up interview about 16 times. I'm expanding, but he made a point about Sir Nick Faldo's.
Yeah.
Well, but I think he was kind of originally a bit of a bad boy of golf. He's very eccentric. He's very out there social media wise. And then going to the Live Tour was probably,
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
He's golfed with Trump, so he's brought a political realm into all of it, right? So that's why I said he's a very polarizing guy.
Tanis in the NASA chat simply says, can't stand Bryson. Yeah, he'd be one of my Not one of my top favorites either. Though I kind of just like watching. Yeah, what he did.
I mean, he's been golfing well. He's been
Well, he would have been one off the lead, I think, and now he's 3 back. What he did is what any average Joe golfer would have done in that situation. I'm just gonna maybe step on this a little bit so it's not in the way.
Well, but did it improve his lie?
It improved the conditions of the course, is what they're saying.
Okay, because I heard a fella, we were just listening to the rules official.
He improved the conditions affecting the stroke. But he has to walk to his ball.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you're surrounded by rough, what are you supposed to teleport to that spot?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You don't affect any of the grass around?
Yeah.
I think what they were getting at was that when he stepped back to address the ball, to make his shot, he
really lifted his leg. I think if he just steps in normally, they can't say anything. Right.
But because and you could see the swath of grass lay down.
Right.
Which was that,
But then it sort of popped back up a little bit.
It stayed down a bit, and it would have been in his backswing.
Yeah.
Whereas now, because he stepped on it, I don't think it would have affected his shot.
So another analyst said, who said this? Graham Storm. That's a good name.
Graham
working
Storm.
for BBC Sport, says he's improved the line of play for his club to be able to hit the golf ball. That's what they were investigating. Yeah, so that he could basically get a cleaner backswing, and then it would come down a little cleaner.
Which I don't think you could argue.
And then this gentleman also says whether that's intentional doesn't really matter.
Right.
If you improve your line of play, you're improving your lie. So basically, you get the general penalty of 2 shots. But then again, that opens the door that if you're in the rough or there's extreme rough, just walking in there, just moving your club or taking a practice swing could do something. Like, I realize these golfers have to be careful and they're at the highest level, but also what to me now, what is the line in this situation? Like, there could be the slightest little thing. Well, technically you improve the conditions of the ball. It's like, well, I was just walking to it.
I don't recall seeing anything like this, a penalty for something like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, this is not common, I wouldn't think.
There was the penalty for grounding. Who was it? Dustin Johnson?
2010 PGA, I want to think.
Yeah, it grounded his club.
He was in that trampled area,
right.
But they were told, assume it's a bunker. Before
assume it's a hazard.
Assume it's a hazard. So don't ground your club.
Don't ground your club.
So anyway, Deskra says, since Augusta, Bryson has been crashing out, and it's glorious to watch. He's got a couple fans in there, too, as well.
Collingwood Rob says, Bryson stomped out of the grass. All he had to do was ask a rules official where he can stand. Had he done that, none of this happens. Bryson has himself to blame. And you saw it from the angle we saw.
That's a good way to look at it,
when
too.
he steps on that grass, it all folds and lays down. And it doesn't spring all the way back up. So, yeah, I could see how that would have been a strategic step for Bryson DeCham-NO to improve not his lie, but the way that he's able to take his club back without any resistance.
Right. Well, see, I would actually say that it was intentional. Like, they're kind of saying he unintentionally improved.
Oh, I agree. It was.
Like, why are we talking about being unintentional the way he stepped?
You can't prove.
I guess
intent.
you can't do what's in his mind.
You can't.
It's not as if he reached down and pulled the grass out.
Yeah, exactly. You can't accuse him of his own intent, which nobody would ever know. But you could accuse him of breaking a rule.
Right.
Which clearly they've done.
YouTube Travis in the nasty chat.
Oh, boy.
The off-topic topic, I think, caught his attention for William Huff. Top complaints Trev will have about Toronto. I'm complaining about my stepdad not bringing swim trunks, then spending the last hour trying to find some for him. He also forgot shirts. How do you forget shirts?
Frank, how do you forget shirts?
That's a valid complaint.
That is a legit complaint.
No, it's not about Toronto, though. It's just a traveling thing.
That's a travel.
But it counts.
He is traveling.
We'll count it.
Jack from Cincinnati again. Trev will definitely complain that the White Sox aren't wearing white.
Jeez.
This is a good one.
Well, what if just the socks are white?
William Mike Spear says, Yonge Street, but all the buildings are old.
And then it's spelled wrong.
It is.
That's not how you spell Yonge.
That's Yonge.
Yeah, so over there on Yonge Street. Trev, what are you talking about? That's a really busy street in Toronto. Yeah, Trev, I don't know Toronto that well, but I know the busy streets. Like, what are Y-O-N-G?
Oh, Young.
Young Street.
Pooley says he will complain that his hotel bathtub wasn't big enough for him to lay down in the shower, let alone have a bath.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, my goodness.
Bones says Trev will complain there was no home run derby before any of the games.
Oh, poor Trev. We love him. He's just an interesting cat, as we all are here.
And Bruce from William Huff, who I saw some of Bruce's employees walking around here. He says, as an average golfer, I would have taken the ball and thrown it on the fairway.
Yeah, that's what I would do in that situation.
I'm not hitting this guy.
I just say, hey, Jay, I'm just going to take a stroke. Don't worry, I won't throw it back about 5 yards. Yeah.
I'm just not hitting this.
Yeah, I'm just not hitting
I don't want to jam my wrist.
Yeah. So, Jay, this is my penalty. Okay, there's the drop. Okay, I'm already lying 3. Here we go.
He could have taken a one-stroke penalty and moved his ball.
If you have to take an unplayable lie.
Well, if he's going to get penalized for it, is it playable?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
For stepping around it.
Yeah, I wonder why more guys don't just do that. Just
right?
Be like, I guess they always think they can hit the hero shot.
Well, and I think the shot worked out okay. But
now he's in
why?
trouble. Yeah.
Now he's in big trouble. Just like Infantino.
Infantino. Hey, look, Infantino's crawling in the grass.
Tell me that's not Elmer Fudd. Come on.
We are in the mobile edition. Look at the scrap paper I have. It's our tournament standings from our fictional neighborhood.
All 20 copies you printed out when the printer wasn't
I printed
working?
out so many. We're in the mobile edition of the Canadian Brewhouse Studio. The July wing flavor of the month, mango jalapeno. Flame grilled wings tossed in a bold mango jalapeno glaze that brings the perfect balance of sweet heat. Go to the Canadian Brewhouse or go to the Ice House downtown by the arena.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Pat from the Brewhouse will be joining us live in studio next Thursday.
Oh, good.
With the mango
we're going to get
jalapeno
him. Okay, good.
Chicken wings. So we'll just sit there and eat and say, hey, Pat, can you talk for 10 minutes?
Talk amongst yourself.
He has been traveling, so I'm sure he has some travel stories.
All right. We got to do a break. We got Jay's play of the day, Antony Bent at the top of the hour to talk some World Cup. We're going to tee up the Lions and the Elks with Jed Roberts and Dustin Nielson. Here's the Cube.
Tonight from E-Town, the Elks rematch the Lions. 7 o'clock kickoff, looking to avenge a Week 5 loss in Kelowna. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Matthew Wannick, Jay Milne hit the airwaves an hour before game time right here on EST. Other CFL news, Blue Bombers quarterback Zach Collaros has been ruled out for a second straight game, this time against the Red Blacks, meaning Winnipeg's Drew Brown will start against his former squad. From Hamilton this week, Trey Ford has been named the starter. Ticats challenging the Argos tomorrow. And staying out east in Philly, the Flyers have skirted arbitration. Jamie Drysdale being locked up on a 4-year, $26 million deal. The 24-year-old defenseman getting $6.5 million annually. And the Jays are in action at home to the White Sox for the first of 3 total games. First pitch just after 5, Spencer Miles, the man on the mound for the 6. And just after 7:30, Riverhawks facing the Port Angeles Lefties. Catch the full game on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, the Reid Wilkins Show resumes following the break here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The Oil Stream.
The Edmonton Oilers home and opener has been announced. It'll be the 29th of September. And then they will also play in Vancouver because Vancouver's home opener was announced, and it will be the Oilers on the 1st of October. So it is a Vancouver-Edmonton home and home. The Oilers getting what should be nowhere close to a playoff team.
The Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage congratulates Canada Soccer's men's national team for breaking new records, making history, and showing us Canada is a soccer nation. From local fields to the world stage, our athletes make us proud to call Canada home. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Get ready for another iconic evening of Canadian rock as the River Cree Resort and Casino presents Street Heart and Lee Aaron. On July 30th, get ready for a fist-pumping, anthem-filled show featuring two of the best acts to ever do it. Street Heart and Lee Aaron, July 30th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
This is, I believe, the North Shore song by Beautiful Goodbye.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm starting to learn some of them. I'm very learned. Aaron Grimes coming to the stadium.
Yeah.
We're at the Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center, teeing up the Elks and the Lions. The Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold Kickoff Show with Jay Milne and Matthew Wannock will commence at 6. They'll go until game time at 7, and then they're on after the game as well for the Commonwealth Stadium post-game show. Yeah, we were watching more of the DeCham-NO video. I mean, it's one of those things. He probably knew what he was doing, but he also has to get into the area where his ball is. Like, they can't expect him to just like, hey, don't look at your lie. Just take whatever club you think, walk up to your ball, stand and hit it. Don't do anything else.
Yeah,
I think he took it too far.
I feel that he was a little chomp, too much.
But don't guys do that?
This seemed a little bit more strategic.
Okay.
To say.
Now, he did what exactly any of us would have done on the course. Like, if that's you and me, I would have been like, Jay, trample that down some more so you get a swing.
Oh, yeah. I'm
like,
jumping on that grass.
I would have been like, yeah, here. Oh, here. I got a weed whacker in my bag.
Now, like, okay, but wasn't it not that long ago? Didn't Tiger Woods move a huge boulder?
This was a while ago.
Yeah.
It might have still been in the 90s. Maybe it was early 2000s. He got a bunch of people to lift a boulder
in Phoenix,
because it was a loose impediment.
Right. So they
deemed it was a loose impediment so you could get it out of the way.
So this was not loose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's grass. Anyway, we're at Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center today. We will be at Remax Field on Monday. And we got to call out to all baseball fans. Don't miss the Edmonton Riverhawks Community Foundation Field of Dreams Festival on August 22nd at Remax Field. Here's stories from former Blue Jay and Edmonton Trapper Devon White. Try your luck in the batting cage and learn how to throw a curveball from the pros. Proceeds from the festival go towards helping more local kids play the game they love. Get your tickets for the Field of Dreams Festival, riverhawksfoundation.ca. See you at the park, riverhawksfoundation.ca. August 22nd, Devon White's going to be there. Make sure you check that out. And we'll have a Riverhawk guest or 2 or 3 when we're live at Remax Field on Monday. That's going to be pretty fun. Elks Lions, 7 o'clock. We have Jed Roberts coming up to talk about that. We have Dustin Nielson as well. Jay will give some of his thoughts for the big storylines too.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day
is presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. You have to be 18 and older to play. And if you gamble, use your game sense.
Jeez.
We have a plethora of selections.
What happened?
We like giving people sprinkle opportunities.
There's so many.
I thought Matt said there were 14 or Coop said there were 14.
I don't know why. It just populated on my end. I didn't see all these earlier. Anyways, Jay's play of the day. I talked to Reid about it. I said, look, what do you think? Because I've got a few plays that are already up. I've got the CFL teaser. I've got a Kion Julian Grant anytime touchdown. So Reid and I came up with this. Austin Mack, 6+ receptions. Justin Rankin, 3+ receptions. And Cody Fajardo, 2 or more passing touchdowns.
Okay.
So that has been boosted to +250. Look, let's put it this way. I don't think you could look at me and say there's nothing here that you want to play. I mean, no, there's so many options. I see the hang outier, bettier, boostier. Justin Rankin, 2+ touchdowns. So, yeah, I mean, head on over to playalberta.ca. There's so many specials for tonight's CFL game right here at Commonwealth Stadium as the Elks host the BC Lions. Playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials, and a reminder, go to playalberta.ca/EST for more information. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
Okay, what is this one? Argentina to lift the trophy.
There's the president of the club, Chris Morris, coming in.
And, oh yeah, there he is. Well, Argentina to lift the trophy and BTTS in 90 minutes.
Both teams to score.
Both teams to score.
It's not a K-pop band.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's incredible stuff. So there's a Rankin touchdown. There's Rankin 2+ touchdowns. Then there's a Rankin anytime touchdown and the game to be under 61 points and Spain to win the World Cup. That's all together. The early bird bet.
I did see somewhere earlier, I think it was Duck Dad posted it, so I'm not sure if I can still see it. Yes, Duck Dad said, just got off the phone with Elks ticket office to buy tickets tonight. He said that they reported to him that there was 18,000 tickets sold.
Oh, good.
That's good. So with a healthy walk-up, I mean, this should be, Reid. And I know maybe we'll discuss this a little bit more in depth, but this team's 4-1. They're playing a team that has a quarterback that's 7-0 against them, that you'd love to be here when they get over the hump on him.
Right.
Weather is not even a question. It might even be too hot. But it's supposed to, the showers, if there are thunder showers, are supposed to hold off till later tonight.
Yeah.
Like, this should be a 25,000 fan base.
I would hope so. I mean, that used to be 25,000 used to be the preseason game, but I guess I have to accept times have changed. I mean, Chris said it on this show when we had him on when the TV deal was announced.
Sure.
The broadcast deal. It's 6 years. It's with TSN and it's with DAZN, right?
Yeah.
Or DAZN, as some would call it. And that's going to be, it's $20 a month for DAZN, 25. You get a lot of other stuff.
You get a lot of stuff.
But as Chris said, you know, if it's a product you like, you have to pay for it. And in this case, it's Elks football and the Canadian Football League. So yeah, I mean, you can't get a ticket for a toonie. You know, there's a cost to this.
But there's so many promotions that I've seen. I mean, I saw a ticket pack where you get, I forget the exact value, but it's a family pack of tickets. You get a hot dog and a pop, and you get a $20 Mr. Mike's card.
Oh, really?
So yeah. I think it ended up costing, you know, $10 to $15 per ticket when you factor everything in.
Yeah, I mean, I want the team to do well. I want the people to support it. it's been a tough go, but it's been a tough go around the CFL. You look specifically in Edmonton, the attendance has declined like every year for like 20 years. I mean, they won the Grey Cup in 2015. Attendance went down next year. So I do worry about that to some extent. Despite what the 55-yard line says in the nasty chat, we do have a commissioner who isn't afraid to try stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't totally know if I like everything. I think that playoff format is great if there's 12 teams in the league and you're only playing 16 regular season games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then give somebody a second life. Things like that. But
which Reid, ultimately, I think that's what they're doing. They're setting the table for
at least
expansion.
a 10th team, I would hope.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if my dream would be 12. I don't know if they'll get to that. I think
12 would be pretty cool, man. But there'd have to be another team out west.
Well, because so Quebec City and the Maritimes are the obvious choices.
Yeah.
Right. So then where do you go? Like we've talked about Kelowna. Has anybody in Kelowna talked about Kelowna? Is that just you and me?
Right. Yeah.
I don't
I'm
think
not sure.
Saskatoon's ever going to happen. So then where do you go?
Yeah, I just don't see Saskatoon happening given that all of Saskatchewan is Riderville.
They don't want to cheer for the Saskatoon
I don't think
team.
they want to have that division. Whereas I'm not sure how much of BC is owned by the Lions. In fact, I would hazard a guess that it's not that much outside of the Lower Mainland.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like if you live in Kelowna, do you feel an attachment to the British Columbia Lions? I don't know.
I don't know. Most of the people who
Would
live
you
in
be
Kelowna
proud
aren't
of your
from
own team?
Kelowna.
Right.
Right. So they're expats of other cities.
The crazy thing is you could probably get 10 retired NHL players together to put a CFL expansion franchise in Kelowna and even tell them, yeah, you might lose 100 to 500,000 a year. And they'd probably be like, okay.
Well,
maybe not
depends
that
on
much.
the player.
Depends on the player. But you know what I mean.
Sure.
Or initially. 55-yard line says, you've just made an enemy for life, Reid. Who?
The 55-yard line.
The commish?
No. 55-yard line.
I like the 55-yard line.
He doesn't like
I'm just saying I think the 55-yard line
the feeling
at
is not
times
mutual.
is a little overboard in his or her criticism of the commish.
That's fair.
Comes across a little hate-filled.
He's mad.
He's mad.
He's being erased off the CFL landscape.
I would have liked to see them keep the 55. Maybe they still will. You can always change stuff. Well, you can change stuff and change back. Just because you do something doesn't mean it can never be altered again.
True.
All right, but yeah, hopefully it's a good crowd tonight. I mean, we've heard a lot. Well, if the team is better, if the team's more competitive, I'll go to the games. Okay, well, it's time to back it up.
Time to show up.
Time to back it up. But we'll talk about that in buying or selling as well. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Tap 25 has 50% off the entire menu 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Go to rivercreeresort.com. World Cup chat with our buddy Antony Bent after the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
This is a perfect example of when everyone says, you know what, just suck for a few years, rebuild. To me, this is a path to try to save for the Wings. Listen, Dylan, I know that you and Steve didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Let's get a clean slate. Let's get you back in here and hopefully move forward. And if that's the case, I'm not going to sit here and make the case that, it's a huge loss for the Wings having Yzerman run the show.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? July 17th, Elks, Lions at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. It's Dog Days of Summer presented by ATCO Energy. Bring your pup and watch the game in an exclusive section. Plus, find activities for your dog around the stadium. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. Hi, it's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Elks and Lions tonight, Commonwealth Stadium, 7 o'clock kickoff with Edmonton looking to avenge their lone loss of the season, avenging the Week 5 loss they had in Kelowna. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Matthew Wannick, Jay Milne hit the airwaves an hour before game time right here on EST and around the CFL. The Blue Bombers have named Drew Brown as the starter this week against the Red Blacks with Zach Hilaros ruled out for a second straight game. From Hamilton this week, Trey Ford gets a start behind center with the Ticats challenging the Argos tomorrow. And staying out east, the Flyers, they've skirted arbitration with Jamie Drysdale locking up the 24-year-old defenseman to a 4-year deal worth $6.5 million per season. And the Jays are back in action at home to the White Sox just after 5 o'clock for first pitch. Spencer Miles takes the mound for the Six. Just after 7:30, it's the Riverhawks in action against the Port Angeles lefties. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. You're tuned into Edmonton Sports Talk. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, appreciate you joining us this afternoon. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. We are 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday here on Edmonton Sports Talk, about 3 hours away from game time between the Lions and the Elks. You're looking at the extended radar.
Yeah, as of right now, it doesn't look as though anything should be affecting the game.
Right.
I mean, things can change so, I would say, quite rapidly.
Right. So the projections have
maybe around 9 p.m.
missing Edmonton around 9,
Yeah.
just to the west. So that'd be nice, yeah.
But with this heat, that can
There's
really
always
change
stuff
quite quick.
popping up, but it's incredibly hot right now.
Mhm.
Not in this room, not where we are.
No, in fact, some might say it's cold.
Yeah, I adjusted the Commonwealth Stadium thermostat. I hope I don't get fined for that.
Should be
Get
all
a
right.
call from Andrew Knack. How dare you? All right. We're going to have our guest joining us. I don't know if we're going to get him on the phone or video. Coob's working that out. Yeah, Coop, see if he wants to do phone or if he's getting his laptop. We'll figure it out on the fly here. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. What do you got? Anything coming in?
Yeah, Mark says, Reid, will there be more than 3,500 at the Elks game?
3,500?
3,500? Yes.
Yes. Does he mean 35,000? No.
Maybe that's what you meant. 35,000, I highly doubt.
But that used to be pretty much
norm.
A standard.
Yeah. This one comes
there
in.
Will be, yeah, there's going to be.
This one comes in from the Beeve. He says, Edmonton demographic isn't the same. Hockey is Canadian, but football isn't. New Canadians don't go to football. Gave up my seasons when they closed the Upper Bowl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll talk about that later on. I mean, we all have our own theories about it. Cooper, we phoned or video here?
Over the good old phone today.
Old-fashioned telephone. Okay, it's a little disappointing because we were hoping to see this guy, but it'll be fun to talk to him. He's on the Oil Country Towing hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. Massive soccer fan supporting England and Canada. We had him on at the start of the tournament. Antony Bent is on the line. Antony, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Reid, how you doing, mate?
We're doing great. Thanks for making time for us. Okay, let's dive right in. And I got some of your topics you were hoping to get to, and we will get to some of those. I got to ask you first of all, though, and I'm sorry to do this, what did you make of the English loss in the semifinal?
It's a stupid tournament. Nobody watches World Cup. Nobody cares. It's over now. It was a disaster, mate. It was like so excited going in and a little bit nervous, but we dominated the game. I wouldn't say dominated. We were in the game. We had the best of it. All their little argy-bargies didn't work. All the slowing down tactics, and we're in control. Then we score a goal and go up, thinking everything's good, and just collapsed into a defensive unit way too early. Big mistake from the coach. You can't defend for 25 minutes. Messi wasn't even in the game, and then we rubbed him up the wrong way and give him space on the right-hand side. And it was inevitable after that. They just attacked and attacked and attacked. You can't hold on for 25 minutes. You can hold on for a few minutes, but not 25 against world-class players.
Antony, how much heat now is being thrown towards England's manager Thomas Tuchel? Is his tenure as the manager of Team England, is it inevitably over?
It's pretty brutal back home now. Yeah, it's funny because just about 2 days ago, everyone's singing his new song, "Coming Home with Tommy Tuchel" and all this, and now he can't set foot in England anymore. Everybody wants him out. Tuchel out is trending. It's a complete turnaround. But he's brought in to do a job. He's been brought in as this tournament manager. He's going to be the one that gets us past the line. He's going to learn from all the mistakes, and he does exactly the same as we always do. Go 1-0 up in the semi-final or final, go too defensive, lose 2-1. And then even this tournament with the Swiss and the Egyptians and everyone Argentina played, 1 goal up with 5 minutes left, and what happens? They win every time. It's frustrating to go defensive. You bring a guy on who's 7'6" tall, 6'7" tall, and Argentina don't put any crosses in the box. They play the ball on the ground. So what's the point in having a giant on the field? Just poor management, poor decisions, poor substitutions. Same old England.
All right. You said, though, when you were on before the tournament, we asked you how you thought England would do. And I believe you thought that they would probably be eliminated in the semifinals. So you were pretty...
I think I said... I think we'll lose on penalties in the semifinals. So
you said lose on penalties. Right, yeah. So there is a third place game. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it's the most pointless game in all of sports. Yeah. The players just had their hearts ripped out and then got to wait another 3 or 4 days to play against another team who just don't want to be there. None of the stars are going to play. Both the managers are probably going to get sacked as soon as they go off the plane. Nobody wants to watch the third place. Who's the best of the losers,
Yeah, I was saying from my point of view, if Canada were in it, I'd probably be interested because it's Canada, and for us to be third, maybe instead of fourth, would be pretty cool. But for these two teams, it's a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
Okay, which match did you go to, and how was the experience? Because I think you told us, were you going to New York, New Jersey Stadium earlier in the tournament?
Yeah, we did. What a stadium as well. Me and three friends went out to New York and post the divorce on the price of the tickets and everything else. Flew out there. Like we're all in our 40s, all have kids, all have jobs, and we got on the plane at 7 a.m. at Edmonton International, straight to Chili's, airport beers, and we turned into teenagers on spring break for 4 days. All of us came back an absolute mess. No one could talk. Wallets destroyed. And I don't think I ate or slept the entire 4 days, and 2 days off when you get back. But it was unbelievable. Flying out to New York, we landed. The German team had just tied, I think it was, against Ecuador. I've just lost to Ecuador. I can't quite remember. So we got the pleasure of 20,000 German fans all upset in Times Square, and we had been drinking with them and sang Oasis with them in bars. And then the next day, it was like a tsunami of English fans started to arrive. All in New York, everywhere you went, like 50, 60,000 English fans. Every pub you went in was singing songs. Went to the stadium. That was good on the day. But the NYPD have this reputation of being like, quite, not very understanding and quite aggressive, or short patient at least. And they'd clearly been spoke to. They were so nice to everyone. Everyone's laughing and joking, taking photos. Not one bit of crowd trouble the whole time we're there. Singing with the away fans in Panama. It was such a good experience. Bit expensive.
Well, hey, but once in a lifetime. I'm glad you got to do it. Antony Bent joining us on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. Obviously Edmontonian, but originally from England, and telling you about his World Cup experience. So we got to ask you about Canada. Hey, we made the knockout stage. We won a knockout game. Yeah. Couldn't do it against Morocco. How, as a pretty knowledgeable fan, how do you feel about the Canadian performance?
I think how can that not be seen as a success? Like, it's the best Canada's ever done. They're a new team in world football, and every time they didn't go to World Cup for how long? 1986 was the last one. Didn't score a goal, didn't win a game. Then they went to the one last World Cup, got a goal, again, but didn't get out of the group. And now we get a few goals, we get a win, we get out of the group, we get a knockout win. Play Morocco. And that's a good team. They're like a top 10 team, African champions. So, it came up a little bit short, but that's the way it is. So I think that's progress. And now you look forward to the next World Cup. Almost expected to qualify now with the amount of with the caliber of team Canada is. They're not the small team in CONCACAF anymore. They're up there with Mexico and US, so should qualify. And then they've got to look to try and get to sort of knockout stages again. But you just build on that. More interest than ever, I imagine now, and how many 15, 16-year-olds now are in the city and the country going to be completely inspired by that and pushing for the World Cup team next time.
Antony Bent joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Antony, I wanted to ask, because this was quite a hot topic here in Canada, and I think a lot of it had to do with probably some understandable tensions between Canadians and Americans, political spectrum, all that stuff. And then Donald Trump makes a call to Infantino to have a red card of Balogun suspended. Was that as blatant, or is that as much of a blemish on FIFA's already rocky, track record? Or how did you see that, Antony?
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? No, I mean, it's two ways of looking at it. I wish our Prime Minister would do that for our guys who got red carded. We had a guy red carded and got a 1-game suspension, and we managed to turn that into a 2-game suspension. But it didn't work, did it? He got the game. He put more pressure on the player. He put more negative attention on the team. So it definitely didn't work. But I don't know. You try and get any edge you can. This called home advantage for a reason. I've never heard of it before. FIFA should have an appeal process for red cards, especially if they think it's wrong. But it was a red card. There's been a few decisions like if Messi does that, it's fine. But if the Konza, the English centre back, does it, it's a red card. So, and if the American does it, then Trump will just get you out of it. So.
Do you buy into this that Argentina gets beneficial calls?
I do now. Well, it's proof that I know there's facts there. They went through and they said this: how many yellow cards per foul Argentina gets, and it was Norway and Argentina, but so much less than everywhere else. And I think England was the worst one. Every time we touched anyone, it was a yellow card. Messi got away with a few. Even the start of the Argentina game against England, there was a few very aggressive tackles. Guy got hit in the back of the head, a studs up challenge. All got left, no cards. The ref did a good job. I don't think the ref was that bad, but there was definitely a few yellows early on, he could have said, to kind of tame the game down. And the first time Messi gets tackled, it's a yellow card. And after that, he kind of evened up and he gave out the yellow cards all over the place. But, there's this conspiracy theory that they said they wanted Messi-Ronaldo final, but, there's only so much FIFA can do. If Portugal don't turn up, then they can't do anything. But then you look at the last... sorry.
No, I'll let you finish there.
I said that the last 10, 15 minutes of the England game, Argentina are there for a reason. They're a fantastic team. They keep playing, they run you down. They did to everyone. They never give up. 3-5 minutes left in the game, and they keep on going, and they break everyone down. So, they pretty deserve to be there.
All right, a couple more for you, Anthony. Thanks for coming on again. Antony Bent joining us, Edmontonian, but from England. Cheers for England, cheers for Canada. Went to an England game in New York, New Jersey. Before the tournament, you had three priorities. You wanted England to do well, you wanted Canada to do well, and you wanted a certain team not to do very well. Can you remind us about that team and how they did?
Yeah, and check. Yeah, Scotland. Why did they even turn up? They beat Haiti in the first game, and then that was it. They had their little moment, drank all the beer in Boston, and went home. Keep the engine running. We'll be back in 5 minutes. No, it's a friendly rivalry with England and Scotland. Every single game, I have Scottish friends in the city, and every time we beat the next team, they'd buy the shirt for the team we're playing next. So they're anyone but England, and we think it's funny that they hate us so much, so we give it back to them when they don't win.
Okay.
But no, we kind of want all the home nations to do well. Underlying it, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, even Ireland, and England. It'd be nice if everyone could be there and do well, as long as England win at the end.
Game. But I want a prediction for the final.
I think Spain are going to do it. I think Argentina's going to run out of luck. The thing they can do good when they're down is dominate possession and get the ball. You cannot get the ball off the Spanish. The Spanish are very frustrating to play against. You come near them, they induce fouls. They keep the ball really well. See how they frustrated the French? I think it's going to go very similar to the French game. Just absolutely frustrate them for 60 minutes, take the few chances they get clinically, and then wind them up at the end of the game, and France just lost their head. So I think Argentina's going to do the same thing. They won't be able to get the ball off them. They'll be irritated by the way the Spanish play. And, well, hopefully anyway.
Okay.
So I think the Spanish maybe go down. I'm not going to watch it. I don't care anymore. World Cup's over. England are out.
What are you going to do now, Anthony?
Yeah, what do you...
How am I going to do now? I've been watching football and drinking every day for 4 months, for 4 weeks straight. And then, on Monday, there's no football at all. I don't know, mate. I have to get into hockey, I guess.
Well, yeah, you get to enjoy the summer in other ways too. That's all right. Hey, Anthony,
can you?
Yeah. Well,
talk about mosquitoes.
Okay,
and
sorry,
rain
I
and
shouldn't speak for you. I shouldn't speak for you. Hey, man, this was awesome. I love your passion and I love your knowledge as well. Our audience really likes hearing from you again. We'll keep in touch, man. We'll have to talk more soccer with you down the road. You're an absolute great guy. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Reid. Have a good week.
Antony Bent, check it in. So he's predicting Spain. Pretty gleeful about Scotland's quick exit. He was pretty happy with what Canada did.
Well, yeah, he should be.
And yeah, I mean, that's the story with England the last few days. Is just how it's not that they played to defend a 1-goal lead. It's that's all they did. I mean, you're up late. You got to think, okay, we can't take a chance, but you can attack a little bit. if the opportunity arises.
Yeah, it's a real strange, it's kind of a dance with who brought you kind of talk, or mentality from that coach. Like, why would you change what was working so well? England was somewhat dominating that first half.
Looked like they were going to win.
And then they get up, and then they totally changed their approach. As well as anyone that listens to this show on the regular, I hate prevent defense.
Right.
Because it prevents you from actually winning the game.
Right.
So, yeah, I can understand the frustration from the England side for sure.
Well, he made an interesting point, and Ross talked about it on Wednesday, too. Like, England subbed in at least one tall guy. There might have been another one on the back line. So Argentina was just like, okay, we'll put it in lower. So, like,
Right.
We'll just put it along the ground.
Yeah.
I guess there's always a way to beat it if you're good enough.
If your tactics are sound, right? Yeah.
Should we make our predictions right now for the final?
Sure.
I'm going Spain.
Okay.
I'm going 3-1. Spain 3-1 over Argentina.
Okay. I'm going to take Argentina in extra time.
Okay. What's the score? Is mulling it over?
1-0.
1-0. So 0-0 through 90.
Yeah.
And then Argentina scores. Does Messi score?
No.
Some other guy.
Some other Mendez.
Okay.
That ends in Dez.
Ends in Dez.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll watch the match for sure. You may or may not watch the match. Probably not, because you got basketball.
No, because that game. What time? It starts at what?
1 o'clock, and there's a halftime show. Isn't Bieber in the halftime show?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought Shakira's the halftime.
Shakira.
Show.
Hang on. World Cup.
Yeah, I'll be able to watch it.
Halftime show. Here we go. Madonna, Shakira, Justin Bieber, and BTS.
Oh, it is Bieber.
I think, and BTS is K-pop, are they not?
I believe so.
Or, no, what
Yes,
is
behind the
K-pop?
scenes.
Oh, that's what it stands for?
I actually don't know.
Oh, okay. Don't get my hopes up, Coop.
Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Wait. Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Well, maybe the translation is because they're
Beyond the
Korean,
Scene?
correct?
Let me see.
K-pop.
Yep.
K-pop is
Short
Korean.
for Korean popular
Right.
music.
Yes. It is K-pop for sure. There's 7 members in the boy band.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
They're
so
electric, Reid. You got to check them out.
the performance will be curated by Chris Martin of Coldplay.
Ah.
What songs is Madonna going to do? Better be something off Like a Virgin.
No.
Not Material Girl?
Maybe a snippet.
Maybe I hope there's a little bit of Material Girl.
Wouldn't she have to play some of her newer
music?
Music.
Vogue?
Music. Probably Vogue.
I think she just put an album out, but I couldn't tell you what's
There's
on
J.J. Ross.
it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we get to see all the players coming in. This is pretty cool. All right. Good interview with Antony Bent. Love having him on the show. Jed Roberts in about 15 or 20 minutes as well. If you have us on YouTube this afternoon, click the thumbs up button. Give us a like. We try to get to at least 100 likes for every show. We are on pace, but you got to pick it up if you haven't clicked already. So get in there and click that thumbs up button. And of course, I can tell you that we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. The Canadian Brewhouse wing flavor of the month is mango jalapeno. And remember, why wait for a good time? Start it early at the Canadian Brewhouse. Happy hour runs Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. Deals starting at $3.99. Your couch can't compete with the Canadian Brewhouse. The oil understood for GCL Diesel. Coming up, here's the Coop.
Commonwealth Stadium, the green and gold kickoff against the Lions at 7 o'clock, looking to avenge a Week 5 loss to the Lions in Kelowna. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium green and gold kickoff show. Matthew Wanna, J Milne hit the airwaves an hour before game time, right here and only here on EST. Around the CFL, Blue Bombers quarterback Zach Hilaros has been ruled out for a second game in a row, this time against the Red Blacks, meaning Winnipeg's Drew Brown will get the start against his former squad. For Hamilton this week, Trey Ford, former Elk, has been named the starting quarterback for the Ticats as they challenge the Argonauts tomorrow. And staying out east, the Flyers, they've locked up 24-year-old defenseman Jamie Drysdale to a 4-year deal, avoiding arbitration. He comes in at $6.5 million per season. The Jays are back in action at home to the White Sox. First pitch just after 5, Spencer Miles, a man on the mound for Toronto. And just after 7:30, the Riverhawks pick things back up against the Port Angeles Lefties. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. No permission is needed to speak with them. Visit their showroom, open 7 days a week, or online at paramountflooring.ca. The Oil Understood. GCL Diesel up next on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielson Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Justin Rankin, man. I mean, just unbelievable. He has to be in the MOP conversation.
I would argue that right now he's the front runner just based on what he's doing from being on pace for 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving. Now he has to keep it up, and he's going to have an otherworldly season.
The Nielson Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Tonight on Will It Store? One man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
She bought a car, working nights at the mall. TV taught her how to drive it. She bought a car, didn't want one too small. Bought a K car, reliant. That other boy was.
Appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. It is an Edmonton Elks game day. Uh-oh, what?
Oh, is it working? Never mind.
What happened? Are we here?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. On location. On air or not, we're at the Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center. Jason Milne, Reid Wilkins with you. Let us know in the nasty chat if there's something odd Some kind
that's just Jed boys connecting in the video room that
so
we
that's
have.
That's not on air. Okay.
That's not on air, but for you guys,
Jed's very noisy.
Open up the rendezvous, and you have to mute him from your end of things.
We don't know how to do that, Coop.
So you open the big.
I did it.
Oh, there
I
we
did
got
it.
it.
Perfect. Sorry,
Jed's
I didn't
already
warn
in.
you guys.
Okay, we won't be too long here. We got the oil understood. Oh, by the way, we're presented by Play Alberta. What's our play of the day? Your play of the day?
Yeah, so we've got.
I take half of this one?
Yes, Austin Mack 6 or more receptions. Justin Rankin 6 or more receptions.
Three
Cody,
or more.
3 or more receptions. Sorry, Cody Fajardo 2 or more passing touchdowns.
Okay, I think it's 3.5 to 1.
Yeah, it's plus. Well, I'll tell you exactly what it is, Riedrich. Bear with me, young man.
Yeah,
plus 250.
3.5 to 1.
You were exactly right,
Yeah,
Reed.
there we go.
Or
7 to 2, I guess, is how I should
7
be
to
saying
2.
it.
There you
7
go.
to 2. We have the oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. Just quickly to revisit one of the big stories from yesterday, the Oilers' schedule. I spoke to somebody with OEG last night, and I said, hey, I don't mean to be a correcty pants, but I think the times are wrong on your website.
Right.
And they said, oh, yeah, we think we got to fix something there. And they also said, look, all the times are subject to change. The NHL can change the times, or the TV schedule can come out and adjust things, where a team could say that's not going to work. With these Saturday night 9 p.m. games, I'm not sure about that because Hockey Night Canada needs a game. But he also said, and we know this is ongoing, could this, this U.S., what do they have? The House of Representatives has said permanent daylight saving time. That might come up to some strong opposition in the Senate. We'll see if it goes through. I didn't find anything where it said about the timing of this continuing. But this could be something that if it doesn't happen for this fall, maybe it happens for next fall. But I feel like we're at a point, Jay, where there might be a decision made that we stick with for a while, where everybody's going to try daylight saving time, or we're going to say, hey, you know what? We're going to keep doing it the way we were. Because I feel like if nobody else does what Alberta and BC is doing, Alberta and BC might have to say, okay, we got to go back to moving the clocks.
Do you think they'll go back?
I don't know. I mean, if Vancouver and Seattle aren't on the same time, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know why this was necessary to change in the first place.
Because it's unhealthy to change the clock. It messes with your body. The problem says everybody.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
I don't.
You can't move forward. Springing ahead is not healthy.
That's absolutely not true.
It's totally true.
Well, if you have scientific studies, show me. For me,
I've read articles about it. I don't have them handy.
For me, it just makes the daylight better in the certain times of the year because we have such little daylight at certain times.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I did read this today, and I did read about studies that have shown this, is that a lot of the experts say if you're going to pick a time, pick standard time because it's better to have the extra daylight in the morning. So the kids are getting the daylight while they're going to school.
Sure.
So that's what I actually would agree with. Let's actually stay on standard time.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, here in this part of the world, it's light out pretty late.
Yeah, we don't need more light
June
at
and
night.
July. Okay, so the sun's going to go down at 10 instead of 11 in late June. We're fine. We're fine. But anyway, it affects sports viewing. Like Iwanek has made the point, this is what's going to affect it the most is people's sports schedules. Forget about the work schedules. We're
for sure.
Sports.
That's with their sports? Now we're talking something serious.
Because if this really happens, like teams are going to lobby governments and be like, wait a minute, you can't do this. Now there was, I closed my tabs, but in the early 70s, the United States did a trial to go to permanent daylight savings times for like 16 months, and they stopped it after 8 months. They said, okay, we'll keep doing it the way we're doing it.
Right. So you figured this
Jay, I'm telling you, if it doesn't affect you, that's fine. It's not healthy to move the clock. It's not. We've done it. There are studies.
You've done it your whole life.
It doesn't mean it's healthy. What if I smoked my whole life? Would you just be like, yeah, it's cool. No impact. I know I'm being difficult.
Well, no, it's just, to me, it's moving the clock to make life a little bit more easy to live. And adding more daylight at the right time. Now, your standard time discussion, yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. Strider says it gives the farmers an extra hour of daylight for harvesting. Yeah, I get why there's reasons why they did it. But I also feel like, why can't we just pick a time? Like, is it that big a deal?
Mm-hmm.
Miller says there are studies that say it is bad. There are studies that say it has no effect. Okay, well, I don't claim to have seen every single study about everything. But I definitely read today that there are enough people saying that if you're going to pick a time, pick standard time and leave the daylight in the morning so people aren't going to work and kids going to school while it's still dark in some parts of the world.
Right.
I mean, if we switched, if we don't move the clocks back in the fall, which we're not supposed to, yeah, the sun's going to be coming up after 9 in December, right? Well, probably from late November to late January.
Yeah, it'll be pitch black when you're taking your kids out to get on the bus.
Right. Now, sometimes it is anyway,
Sometimes
depending on when they're
it's probably limited to a couple, 3 weeks.
And depends how early some kids get on, I guess.
But now this will be, it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out.
Yeah.
But it is funny that out of all of this, the thing that might, shift this or tilt this in one way or another is, well, Oilers games can't start at 9.
Games at 9. You can't have that. I mean, Huss made a good point, though. The Jets have had whenever they go to California, it's 9 o'clock. Whenever the Leafs go to California, oh, no, they change the time to accommodate the Leafs.
Well, we were on the best time zone.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
We still might be.
I don't know if this is done, though. I still think something else might happen with this year. I like if the States does it, then the dominoes of Ontario, Quebec are going to fall. And then everybody's the same in North America.
Then it'll just be
if the states are most of the states, especially New York,
Mm-hmm.
New York, California, if they do it, it's like, what's everybody else going to say? Oh, no, we'll do our own things. Like,
sure.
Okay. You got big population centers in the States not doing it. Anyway, I just wanted to, I know that's not hockey related, but it relates to the Oilers and the oil understood for GCL Diesel. All right. We'll take a timeout. Jed Roberts is standing by. Always love talking to him. We'll tee up the Elks game tonight. Here's the Coop.
The Elks and Lions rematch tonight at 7 o'clock. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Matthew Wannock, Milne hit the airwaves to preview the matchup starting at 6 o'clock right here on EST. Around the CFL, the Blue Bombers will start Drew Brown this week against the Red Blacks. Veteran Zach Collaros being ruled out for a second straight game for the Bombers. And from Hamilton, this week, Trey Ford has been named the starter. Ticats challenging the Argos tomorrow. Staying out east, the Flyers, they've skirted arbitration, giving Jamie Drysdale a 4-year deal worth $26 million total. The 24-year-old comes in at an average annual value of $6.5 million. And the Jays are back in action from Toronto against the White Sox. First of 3 total games in their series. First pitch just after 5 with Spencer Miles being named the starter for Toronto. Just after 7:30, the Riverhawks are in action against the Port Angeles Lefties. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Doubly alum Jed Roberts up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The EST Hangout.
5 games on the Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Oilers.
I love that back-to-back. I love that.
Ready for this.
I think it'll be good.
You're not ready.
I know.
The schedule coming out, I always love looking at schedules, but I'm thinking like September 29th, and like that's just like
too soon.
That's a little over 2 months away, and we're back at the rink.
Yeah.
Usually be preseason.
We haven't had good summer yet.
I know.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Tonight on Will It Store? One man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
2 guys and a goalie.
By the end of the season, Nuge will no longer be on PP1.
I'm going to hire it.
Let's fire that one. You think Babcock's going to legit mix up that top
I think
power play?
Babcock's going to have 2 power plays.
But McDavid and Draisaitl and Boucher still on one. There's no way. There's no way.
No PP time.
I would love to see Babcock go, Leon, you're on one power play. Connor, you're on the other.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
All right, into the weekend we go, and the weekend starts with the big game tonight here at Commonwealth Stadium. Jay and I are in the rec center, 7 o'clock, Elks hosting the BC Lions, and of course, portions of this hour are presented by the Edmonton Elks, who have the Dog Days of Summer game tonight. We had the lowdown on that yesterday. GoElks.com/tickets. Apparently, we're looking for a pretty good crowd tonight. So if you want to grab one, you still got time to do that.
You know who's a big dog guy?
Who? Jed Roberts.
Jed Roberts.
Jed Roberts, Double E alum, is checking in on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. How many dogs do you have, Jed?
I have 2 dogs. They keep us on our toes. We've got a boxer and a Boston Terrier. The Boston Terrier is certifiably nuts. Love them, though.
Are they athletic? Are they athletic dogs? Like if they were football players, like I always imagine what position my dogs would play in sports.
Yeah, the Boston Terrier is probably a gizmo type, just kind of small, quick, shifty. And the boxer is a little bit more of like a Larry Ruck, kind of hit you when you least expect it, take out your legs when you're looking the other way type of thing. So sneaky and a little bit dirty.
All right. Well, it will be fun to see the dogs in the stadium. Was it section MM? Is that
MM?
And they're at the north end by 112th Ave, right? That's
correct.
Where people come in if you're bringing your dog.
Correct.
Okay. Jed, before we get, did you just take a holiday, or did you travel? What's going on?
Yeah, we went out to New England. Went with my wife and our 2 boys and my oldest daughter to visit with my mother and my 2 sisters in a place called Squam Lake, New Hampshire. And it was just amazing. The sun was, we brought the weather with us because it was really warm and sunny the whole time we were there, and spent a lot of time out on the water and ate some really good food. We went up to Portland, Maine, went to Old Orchard Beach, and then we went down to Salem in Massachusetts there and checked out where they had the Salem witch trials. And that's an interesting place. If you ever get a chance to go, I highly recommend going there. I think it would be awesome to go around Halloween. But I'm happy to be home. I like it here in Edmonton. I love the summers we get here. We're kind of spoiled with all the daylight we get. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about daylight savings. And, one of the cool things about being here is having the sun go down just after 11 o'clock. And we'll probably miss that if we go to regular standard time. But
yeah, it wouldn't be light out as late for sure.
No.
For sure, yeah.
No.
But they're gonna keep it on daylight is what they're talking about. Anyway. All right, so here we go. Let's just flash back to last week's win. Did you get to watch, even though you were on holidays, against Ottawa?
Yeah.
What encouraged you the most or what did you notice the most about how they beat Ottawa?
You know what? This team shows their youth sometimes in terms of, I don't know so much youth as it is just not used to playing well. Like they'll take really goofy penalties sometimes, and they'll make really egregious mistakes, and they'll beat themselves sometimes during the game. But what they're doing differently now is they're recovering from it, and I think that they're probably more opportunistic now as a defense. I think their plus minus is sitting at +7 or something like that, which I don't think we've seen that in the last 10 years, really, since they won the Grey Cup, in 15. But this team has a really good ability to kind of learn from whatever they're doing and try to take it to the next one. I really like the maturation of the defensive coordinator, J.C. Sherritt. I think I've heard several different guys through the year here so far say that the Elks defense, the secondary in particular, does a masterful job of disguising coverages, which makes it really hard for quarterbacks to kind of get a rhythm. This team's doing a really good, and the other thing they're doing a really good job of is they're keeping the when a guy when a good player goes down, they've got a guy waiting in the wings. Like tonight, you got Gavin Meyer coming in from USC, and I can't wait to see what he can do. And he's replacing a guy that's probably arguably the best interior lineman right now. His name escapes me. The kid from Clemson. Yeah, Jordan Williams. I mean, I don't know if not a lot of people watch what goes on in the trenches, but that guy was regularly humiliating people. If he wasn't bull rushing them, he was doing an incredible arm over counters. I mean, the guy's got a deep bag of tricks inside there, and it makes it really hard for offensive linemen to kind of figure out what he's going to do. But it's cool to see the team with Ed's bringing a lot of talent in, and the coaches are doing a really good job of utilizing the talent to their maximum capabilities.
Jed Roberts joining us here. Portions of this hour brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Are you surprised, or is it just because Malik Carney does things in different ways that his numbers haven't been popping off? But I certainly feel like his presence on the field is there. How would you rate the first 5 games of Malik Carney as an Edmonton Elk?
I think Malik Carney is a guy that an offense just has to account for him. They have, and when they're bringing up their goal on Monday, when they draw up their game plan, they're like, where is he on the field? And that in and of itself, I mean, even if the numbers don't show it, that is something I guess a good comparison would be Armando Sua used to have that effect on people. You wouldn't necessarily see the numbers, but everybody always knew where he was on the field, and they were regularly bringing guys down to chip him, or they would have doubles, or and when you have that, somebody else is free, and so that really makes everybody else around him better, because somebody in every play is coming free because you got a guy that's demanding the double team, and that's Malik Carney right now.
Jed, I wanted to also ask you, and I've been waiting for you to get to be back and for you to come on our show, but it's noticeable in the Elks offense when they get Justin Rankin or Javon Leake on the edges instead of trying to force them or ram them down the center. And Reid and I have talked about it, the thought of, you think of stretching a defense and that's going vertical with the ball, but the Elks have done a better job recently of stretching the field horizontally east-west. How hard is that for, when you were playing or, on the defensive line when a team is starting to widen you as opposed to just come right up the middle at you?
Yeah, it's really hard because I know Fajardo, I've noticed him checking down and it's a numbers thing, right? He's counting to see how many guys there are on the weak side. And if he thinks the numbers are favorable, he's going to put a guy like Leake or Rankin out there one-on-one with the linebacker. And I'm sorry, but those guys will win 9 times out of 10. If they're in the open field, you're not going to tackle those guys open field one-on-one. You're going to have help. And they're doing a really good job of moving people around and putting people in unfavorable matchups. And it's really fun to watch those guys. And I really like to see Leake kind of emerge and sort of step into the forefront last game, because I think people forget what he has and what he can bring to the table. He's also a guy on returns that everybody holds their breath because they're not sure. They're thinking, could this be the one? And, he could pop one tonight. I'm kind of hoping that happens.
Jed Roberts joining us here as we tee up the Elks and the Lions. Cody Fajardo to me is really interesting to watch because, like, look, Jed, I'm not trashing the guy. The arm strength isn't always there. You know, like you see some, even watching Taylor Powell when they're warming up, like Powell's zinging it, like Cody's really got to wind up. And sometimes he'll make a mistake or two during the game and you'll think, oh, come on, Cody. But then it's the fourth quarter. It's overtime against Montreal. It's the drive against Winnipeg. I know they had a big running game, but a couple of key passes in the fourth quarter. Like, he's just, I don't know what he is. Is he just like this old alley cat? Is he just the master tactician? I mean, how do you sum him up?
Well, I compare him to that kid in school that was tough, but he didn't look tough. You know, like he was a guy that would sneak up on you and, you know, people would pick fights on him and then find out the hard way that the kid was tougher than he looked, right? And that's Cody, really, to a T. And I think it's a good time to remind our listeners that Cody Fajardo is the all-time most accurate passer in the CFL history. He's averaging right now. His completion percentage is the highest of any active quarterback, or any quarterback that's ever played, really, minimum of 1,000 attempts. And that's not a mistake. But, and you're right about his arm strength. It's not like he's not going to dazzle you with his cannon. He's not going to throw those 65-yarders that you're going to see from other guys. But what you will see is he will find the most favorable matchup and he'll throw right there. And sometimes he puts, like, people sleep on that. He can slip that ball into some pretty tight windows only because he has a master for control of like where everybody is, and he's got enough experience that he knows where to put that ball just for his own guy to get it. But I also agree that sometimes he'll do something you'll be like, what was that all about? You know, like he'll make a boneheaded play, but more often than not, you know, I want a guy like Cody Fajardo that, you know, people take him for granted and underestimate him, and he's the one more often than not that comes out on top. And I like the fact that he's playing for our side now, and we're not having to deal with his hijinks as an opposing team, because he sure beat the crap out of us more than once when he was playing for other teams. So I'm glad he's on our team.
But I'm glad you brought up those stats, Jay, because I do feel, even though he's been in the CFL such a long time, like he's never mentioned with Bo Levi or even Harris or Adams, or, well, I mean, Rourke maybe is in a different category. Maybe that's a different discussion. But, you know, people still say to me and Jay, or we get these texts like, well, you can never win a Grey Cup with Cody. And we'll be like, well, Montreal did.
Yeah, they did.
They'll be like, yeah, but Cody doesn't come through in the crunch. And again, just what I brought up this year. He scored a game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Yeah.
He led a game. Yeah. Like, what I appreciate about him, too, is like, there's never a sag. Like, even some of the great, like, even sometimes with Bo, sometimes the odd time, even with Bo, you can be like, I think Bo's a little rattled, you know, and he doesn't go away for like Cody's just like, okay, well, I screwed up. I'm coming back. You know, forget about it. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, he's got a kicker's mentality or a defensive back's mentality where it's like, oh, well, I missed it. I'll be back for the next one, right? And he doesn't seem to take anything to heart. He's just not an emotional guy. Well, let me qualify that. He is an emotional guy, but emotional in a good way, you know. Yeah. And he uses his emotion as a superpower. And you know, despite some of the limitations in terms of like his arm strength, his brain more than makes up for it. Like, he's always like trying to find where he can take advantage of opposing secondaries. And I like the team's chances going in tonight. I don't know if this is a typo, but is Rourke not playing tonight on the lineup? I don't see him in the lineup. Yeah, I didn't see him in the lineup on the depth chart. So
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that, Jed.
Yeah.
Let's double check that. I had not seen that. Did anybody let us know in the chat if anybody saw
Oh,
that?
no, never mind. That was a preseason game. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, he's playing. He's playing tonight. Never mind.
I'm like, wouldn't that be
something good happen?
My eyes are going on me. But
I hear you there, buddy. Yeah,
me too.
BC's bringing a lot of guys back. Like, they're getting some guys back from injuries, and you know, they were super nicked up at the beginning of the year, but they're starting to bring those guys back. And you know, everybody knows what Betts can do off the backside there as a pass rusher. And I think this BC secondary is getting a little bit better. When we saw them last time, they were giving up a lot of long ones. I don't expect that will continue unless Maximic has some wrinkles up his sleeve. But I think when you've got two guys that can hit the home run as running backs, you have to respect that. And so you're always going to have an extra guy down in the box, which creates matchups in the backfield in the secondary. And I think that BC's answer to that will try to dare Fajardo to throw long, thinking that he can't throw it long. And I think that they will try to crowd the box and make Fajardo beat them by throwing deep. So
Well, he
that's what I think.
can throw deep. I mean,
Well,
he still can put it up there to Mac, and Mac can win those balls,
Yeah.
right? So sorry.
Yeah, well, and last time they played BC, I mean, BC completely shut down the Elks rushing attack. So I'm hoping to see a better game plan and execution on that respect. Jed, I wanted to ask you something else, and I don't know exactly why, but I mean, the CFL is putting up record numbers this year. There's averaging 60.9 points per game. That's among the top 3 seasons in CFL history. Touchdowns are up at 6.7 per game. That's up 26% over last year. Do you know where this arrives from? Is this just simply because, well, I'll just flat out say it, up until Bo Levi Mitchell got injured, there was 9 competent starting quarterbacks in the CFL?
Yeah, I actually really think that we're starting to see a new wave of, like, Bo Levi's been in the league for 10, 11 years now, and same with Cody, and these guys are, you're not going to fool these guys in terms of like coverages. Like they're pretty quick at figuring out where the numbers are, right? Like they do a good job of moving people around to try to get the secondary out leveraged, and I can even take a guy like Fajardo. He's going to get rid of the ball so fast. It's going to be a discouragement for the defensive line. I can tell you from being a defensive lineman, there's nothing more discouraging than when a quarterback just steps 2-3 step drop and drops the ball off and it's gone, right? And you've got 2 backs that can take it, all the way any time. I think that across the league, you're starting to see even Rourke and Davis Alexander. I mean, wow, we haven't seen young talent like this in a really long time. And I think it's a good time to be a CFL fan because you've got a real good intriguing mix of young and new, and production's up. I also think the rule changes have helped quite a bit, and defenses can't really unload on people anymore. So I think receivers have a lot easier time kind of going up for balls, and they don't have to worry about people taking liberties for them, which back in the day, that was something that I think people wanted, but I don't think people want to see that anymore. I think people want to see offense, people want to see exciting plays, and you're starting to see that.
All right. Are you coming tonight?
I am. I'll be there.
Okay. Hopefully we'll see you, Jed. We love having you. Great insight. I'll have to look up more. Well, I knew a little bit about Salem, but I didn't. So they kind of have a museum there and stuff.
They do.
They don't hide it. They're like, yeah, we
No, they're out there. Yeah, and if you're really into that Annabelle movie where they have that doll, they're moving that doll over to Salem to a museum there. Matt Rife, the comedian, bought that doll and put it in a museum in Salem.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's a good little tidbit. We thanks for coming on, buddy. Always appreciate your time. See you soon.
Take care, guys.
Double E alum Jed Roberts checking in. He is one of the most interesting people I know.
Yeah.
He is I could talk to Jed all day.
Yes.
Well, we love having him on. That sounds like a heck of a trip he took.
Yeah.
The Annabelle doll in Salem.
Squam Lake.
And then, so where is that exactly? That was in did you say New Hampshire?
It's in New Hampshire. So it's
north of Boston. Well, there's Salem down there.
Yeah, north of Boston.
So kind of southeast of Montreal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair way to say that.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder how far away it is from New York, New Jersey.
Yeah, well, if only I knew where New York, New Jersey was, the stadium. That's coming up. If you're on YouTube, give us the thumbs up. Let's try to get over 100 here in the final hour of the show. We're about 2/3 of the way there. So click that thumbs up if you haven't already. And, of course, we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. What can we tell you to check out at the Canadian Brewhouse? Well, they got their happy hour. They got the Wing Wednesday, where the wings are, where the wing flavor of the month is mango jalapeno. And what day are we having Pat in?
Thursday.
Thursday, we're going to be trying these wings in person.
Thursday.
Coming up. So that's pretty cool. All right. Dustin Nielson should be joining us at some point. We'll have buying or selling for Damon Bunting. We'll have words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library. Here's the 5 o'clock break.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? July 17th, Elks, Lions at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. It's Dog Days of Summer presented by ATCO Energy. Bring your pup and watch the game in an exclusive section. Plus, find activities for your dog around the stadium. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Get ready for another iconic evening of Canadian rock as the River Cree Resort and Casino presents Streetheart and Lee Aaron. On July 30th, get ready for a fist-pumping, anthem-filled show featuring two of the best acts to ever do it. Streetheart and Lee Aaron, July 30th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Sentinel Storage congratulates Canada Soccer's men's national team for breaking new records, making history, and showing us Canada is a soccer nation. From local fields to the world stage, our athletes make us proud to call Canada home. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
At 7 o'clock, the Elks hit the field, Commonwealth Stadium, against the Lions. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Matthew Wannick, J. Milne hit the airwaves an hour before game time right here on EST. Around the CFL, the Blue Bombers will start Drew Brown this week against the Red Blacks. Veteran Zach Calero is being rolled out for a second straight game this week. And from Hamilton, Trey Ford has been named as a starter for the Ticats when they challenge the Argos tomorrow. Staying out east, the Flyers, they've skirted arbitration, signing Jamie Drysdale to a 4-year extension worth $26 million total. Elsewhere, the Jays are back in action, battling the White Sox just in about 14 minutes. Spencer Miles takes the mound for Toronto. A few other matches about to get underway. Red Sox, Rays warming up while the Dodgers battle the Yankees. And just after 7:30, it's the Riverhawks in action against the Port Angeles Lefties. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Oh, good. All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. We're going into the weekend. We got Friday night football at Commonwealth Stadium. The Edmonton Elks taking on the British Columbia Lions, or as Chet Palmer says BC will stand for at about 10 o'clock tonight, the Beaten Cats. We'll see if they can indeed do that. It's time to get fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Yes, everybody, He's drinking a Grape Crush.
I love Grape Crush.
Is there anything that says Dustin Nielson more than the Grape Crush?
This is a tailgate tradition. Jerry Horaxio always has a Grape Crush for me. So,
good.
And I'll never say no to a Grape Crush because how often do you actually have Grape Crush?
Well, that's a good point. Do you like cream soda? I've always.
I also, I prefer I had more cream soda as a child.
Yeah.
My grandparents were big cream soda people. Yeah. So the grape thing's kind of an adulthood thing for me.
Oh,
but I got to tell you guys, I'm not feeling very well.
Why?
Well, ever since the clock sprung ahead, I've just messed with my health so much that I was listening to you guys on the way here. I was like, my God.
Come on. What are we talking about? It ruins your sleep. For
like a day. This guy's a hardo one.
I know. I heard it. I was like,
People are
man.
dying because of the clock.
No, I never said they're dying.
You compared it to smoking for your whole life.
Complains about it. Everybody complains about, this screws up my rhythm.
The only thing I've ever, it's only ever rattled me when our kids were young. When you okay, buddy? When our kids were young, it was an issue because you're trying to get your kids to sleep through the night and all that stuff. But ever since then, it's been fine. The only thing it really sucks for is the sports. Like that's the only thing. So
yeah, if we change and these other districts don't,
then that's gonna be awkward.
And Seattle and Vancouver being different.
That can't happen. Like those, they have to be the same time. That just it makes like humans look stupid. If you literally just if you just go south and all of a sudden the time's different, it doesn't make any sense.
If aliens came, they'd be like, "Oh, well, those two cities must be on the same time."
Exactly.
I will say though, and we got to get off the time zone change there, the time changes, but the Grape Crush.
Mm-hmm.
So, where would you rank what would you rank
in sodas
in order? Cream soda crush, Grape Crush, Orange Crush.
Look, I love them all. I would probably go. Grape would be one, and then I'd probably have cream soda a close 2 above the 3.
Okay,
and orange would be 3. But they're all delicious.
Ice cold. I mean, geez.
I don't know how the crush game hasn't really expanded, to be honest with you. Like with all the different flavors you can have in life. Like
during the show.
What's that?
What did this make you burp during the show?
I can't burp. I've never burped my whole life.
Okay,
no, it's a medical thing. Look,
yeah.
No, you can look it up, man. It's an actual term.
Oh, you guys won't research time change, the effects of moving the clocks ahead. But I got to research humans who can't burp.
But it's a thing. It's well known. I'm not the only one.
You're serious? You can't burp?
No, I swear to God, man. I can't burp.
Can you pass gas at the other end?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe even more so because I can't burp.
If you crush
that's what I say to my wife all the time.
You wouldn't burp.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think I'm missing a muscle or something in my throat.
Really? This is a human thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can look it up. There's a fancy name for it. Okay. There's a fancy name for. I'm sure there's a fancy name for people who can't get their life together again after a time change too. It's probably the same type of thing.
Curmudgeons.
I'm almost done this thing already. Don't feel a thing.
Wow, you've never burped in your life. When did you realize that?
Well, I guess every day when I wake up.
But
it's
at some point as a kid, or your parents must have said you don't burp.
No, I don't know.
But you drink spiced rum and Coke. You don't.
No, I don't burp ever, man.
Where's the gases go?
I don't know.
Well, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
We got to do a whole show on this.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, summer show. It's a total summer show thing.
Yeah, we could do a draft.
I don't know how much. Conditions. I don't know. I think I could drink 2 liters of this and I wouldn't burp.
We could do a draft of weird medical
things. That's not a bad idea. We have to do a draft here in August, by the way.
Isn't it?
It's on me. I kind of dropped the ball on this.
Dead people?
Death. On-screen death draft. Yeah, it's a great way to spend the summer.
Confide says Dusty can't burp. Trev can't pee or blink. EST sure is something. Yeah. So our off-topic topic for William Huff: things that Trev will complain about.
I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
The best one we had was that he'll complain that the buildings on Yonge Street are all old.
That's a pretty good one. I know one thing he's going to complain about is that the roof won't be open.
Oh yeah,
he's going to be like, I can't believe I go there and the roof's not open. I could see that.
Yeah.
I'm just glad his dad's with him.
Well, apparently Trev was in the chat earlier.
Oh, was he?
And he totally threw his stepdad Frank under the bus.
No,
because he didn't bring swimming trunks and he didn't bring shirts.
What do you mean he didn't bring
So
shirts?
they spent the last 2 hours, like the first 2 hours since they got there, looking for a swimming trunk for Frank and shirts.
That sucks. Why do you pack for a 3-day trip and not bring shirts?
We didn't bring any shirts.
Frank's a beauty.
He is a beauty.
But how do you not? Well, I guess Trev's probably.
Well,
Trev probably wanted to hit the pool right away, and
of course, maybe the bathtub.
Yeah, his dad throw stuff to him, and he can catch it and throw back and stuff.
Did you see Coop's message?
What happened?
Apparently, Dustin.
Am I low?
Coming in a little hot. No, you're coming.
I'm coming in hot. Well, that's understandable. I do talk
who are
loud.
you doing the game with tonight?
Luke Wilson.
Is Luke
Friday
Wilson
night
ever been in
football.
Edmonton?
Yeah, he did sidelines here a couple times
Oh, okay.
yesterday. I think he forgot that I lived here though, because he texted me today. He goes, "Hey, what time do you want to head over?" And I said, "Man, I live here. Like, I'm gonna go. I got to do some tailgate stuff before." So he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." But it's not his fault. Sometimes the TSN travel lady will book me a hotel at the Westin here in Edmonton.
Why don't you take it?
Because I'm not that guy.
Well, you could have a nice night out with Tam.
I know. It would have been. Today's our wedding anniversary, so we could have just gone to the thing after the game. Yeah,
Happy
yeah.
anniversary,
Thanks. Yeah. It was a good day so far. So yeah, I had a nap.
Oh, you actually got a nap?
I got like
today.
a
How late
2-hour
did you
nap in
sleep?
today. Was that?
How late did you sleep in the morning?
About 8.
Oh, good.
But I like to have a nap on game days.
Sure.
So I was just
I would nap.
I'm having a nap.
And I didn't do play-by-play. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah.
I would nap every Oilers home game day.
Right.
Morning skate, prep, lunch, try to lie down. No, I kept it to 45 minutes or less.
Okay, yeah, that's
Otherwise
tough
I was
for
too
me. I need
groggy
to-
when I got up.
Yeah, I want to have energy. Once we get here to call a game, so I like to sneak in a nap, and you can tell the difference. I think.
What'd you bring here?
Oh, this is my prep board right here, everybody.
Oh,
this
this
is
is fascinating.
So this is Lions offense and Elks defense, and then there's a change of possession, and then you flip it over, and there's Elks offense and Lions defense. So I
who
just go back
mounts
and forth
it?
like that. I do this whole thing.
Arts and crafts.
Yeah.
Dusty spends his off days at Michael's.
I know Staples actually.
Staples.
I'm a big Staples guy. I get the 3-pack of foam board, and then I designed this in Photoshop, and then I print it off on big sticker paper, and then I sticker it onto the foam board.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's serious.
That's
pretty convenient.
So what's going to happen today when Daryl Jabome makes a big play?
Well, then I'll quickly look down at the board and say, "That's his second interception of the season." And then I scream a little bit more, and then Luke talks. So pretty much, I don't know what's going to happen today, man. I don't know.
What's the storyline, Dustin? Is it
I don't
more
know.
so that the BC's trying to get back into their winning ways? Their last game was a victory over the Elks, or is it that the Elks need to prove that they can beat Nathan Rourke?
That's a good question. I think league wide, it's BC Lions need to continue to get themselves back into this thing. But locally here, it'd be nice to beat Nathan
7-0.
Rourke. It's not like he's unbeaten, right? It's not like he's Davis Alexander and has one regular season loss, which came against the Elks. But hey, if you can beat Davis Alexander, why can't you beat Nathan Rourke? So we'll see. It's just the last game against the Lions was it just an outlier? Is that it? Right? They couldn't run the ball. Now BC, I think, keeps teams to under 60 yards on the ground. So despite their defense being a little sketchy at times, they've been good against the run. Cody Fajardo threw 3 interceptions in that game. I don't see that happening again. I'd be stunned. Cody, actually, and I want to look this up. Maybe I'll do it before game time. He's got 730 passing yards in his last 2 games. I don't know if he's ever gone back-to-back games with 730 passing yards. Like, this might be his most productive offensive passing yard stretch of his career. Because he's only got, what I got here. Just a sec, let me check my notes. He's got 19 career 300-yard games. And 2 of them have come. Think about how long he's been around.
Right.
2 of them have come in the last 2 games. So we'll see how that plays out. They got to stop James Butler, too.
Yeah, well, that's why they lost the last game.
Yeah.
They didn't lose it because of Rourke, even though Rourke was good. They lost it because Butler had 2 large gains and then several. What's the other running back? Even the fullback.
Horvath.
Horvath.
He had 2 touchdowns. Both of those guys had 2 touchdowns.
Right.
What I remember, I think I was listening to your guys' post game after that game, and I was, that's the one I came back and watched with you.
I
watched that game with you guys.
And it wasn't like we were talking about it as the game came to a close, and it wasn't like, okay, Edmonton threw everything they had at them, and they just couldn't beat Nathan Rourke and the BC. Edmonton played like
they didn't play well.
garbage.
They still scored 30.
They still put up 30, but they played poorly. They turned over the ball far too many times, and at critical points. That Justin Rankin fumble came, as they were moving the ball. Kion Julian Grant gives up on a route, and it's an interception. The Elks did not put their best foot forward, so it would be interesting to see. And now, and I'm sure you guys will talk about it a lot on the broadcast tonight, this two-headed monster in the backfield for the Elks that they discovered last week against the Red, or rediscovered.
Yeah. If they could keep Leak going, and it's all, you think that, right? You see it and you go, oh, wow, why don't they do this all the time?
Mm-hmm.
And then he only does it like twice more all season. So we'll see if they can. And the fact that Cody's throwing the ball as much as he is right now, and he told us on a call this week, our pre-production calls we had with him, he's like, I'm not the quarterback that's going to be wanting to throw the ball 51 times like he did last time. Like that's just not his wheelhouse. So I'm sure they're going to try to establish it on the ground a little bit. But I asked Cody and I asked Mark, and you guys might have asked, but I said, does it matter how you get him the ball? Right? It doesn't matter how you get him his touches. And Cody said, it does matter, because if you can establish him on the ground, it opens up so much more, right? So I think they'll try to push it a little bit more on the ground tonight if they can. But hopefully it's a good crowd.
If it's not working, they need to be able to adapt and move to something different. Like we've seen that Cody in a shotgun and then a pitch outside to get Rankin on the edges, which has worked very well.
He told us, because we chatted with him on Wednesday too, and he said that the toss is his favorite play to run. Really? He said, I didn't double check it, but I think he said he's pretty sure they picked up a first down every time they ran the toss. Right. So
because he either gets going and beats everybody outside, or cuts
it back in, right? So he's fun. I can't wait to do a ranking game tonight. I hope he blows up. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Have you called the Elks? Did you call a road game?
No, I haven't done an Elks game yet.
They haven't played on Friday.
No, and I saw this note. What was it? The Elks have had. This is the first Friday night home game in July since 2022.
Really?
And only the second since 2018.
Really?
Friday night home games in July are like insanely rare. So hopefully we get a good. I was just talking to somebody and said that they're already over 18, and then they're hoping for like a pretty big walk up. So should be well over.
Be nice to touch that $25,000.
That would be great. Yeah. I think what they say. What I heard they had like 5,500 walk up last game.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can get 3,000 to 5,000 walk up, they're gonna be over 20.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying on our show earlier this week, I think 22 would be like the real sort of happy target. So
we want to know if you have a lot of dog lines ready because of the
great one.
Game.
No, I haven't done that, but at one point I guess I'll just go.
Yeah, you could just run.
Yeah, that was.
You could just like all of a sudden have a fire hydrant next to you. And just be like, hey,
take a piss.
Say, sorry, Luke, I'm lifting my leg.
It's the dog days game here. I'm gonna take a piss in the booth.
On this fire hydrant.
There will be a lot of dog footage, I would imagine.
They got to cut to some dogs.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what are they doing at halftime. We got dogs running.
I don't even
know
what the halftime.
Wiener dog races or something like that. Wiener dogs are hilarious.
Wiener dog races.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well, that's
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Who would win between a wiener dog and a corgi?
Corgis are
much
more established athletes.
Corgis are power.
Well, I think wiener dog owners have them just because they know they'll get invited to do entertaining things.
Right, and it's like they just look weird.
Yeah.
So they're so weird.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, they're so ugly. They're cute.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you dropping by. I know it's a busy day for you.
Yeah, good show, guys. I listened to a lot of it on the way.
Quite a room they've set us.
This is a great room.
We had an English guy on.
We could do our whole station.
I was gonna say we should move ES.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could all work out regularly at the gym.
Plenty of room for Trev to do
the field house. Yeah, Trev.
Could climb the shelves.
Yeah, no, that'd be a good time.
Yeah, we could.
By the way, the tailgate here, man, is so great.
Yeah.
Like I pull my truck in, we're walking over to grab our tent, and I'm walking down the one lane of the tailgate, and literally every single tailgate was like, Dusty. I'm like, what's up, everybody? It's great to see everybody. No, but I want to be here to get in one at the tailgate.
Oh,
I know. You know, I'll never be able to do that my whole life probably. So it kind of sucks, but I'd like to I must have had like 5 people offer me a drink on the way here to see you guys. And I was like, no, I've got my great crush.
Yeah. Especially if they keep up this time change stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, they're going to need a break. They're going to need to get your brain back on track.
All right, boys.
All right, thank you for coming.
Yeah, good seeing you guys.
Yeah, I'll wave to you. I'll throw you a kiss if I remember when I walk in. Yeah, I like to always throw Dustin a little kiss.
Oh, really? I didn't know that happens.
Yeah, he catches it.
Big kiss guy.
Puts
Okay.
it somewhere in his body.
Oh, that's nice.
It's great. Like here, Bex Bezzozu says Dusty could say that Hail Mary attempt seems far-fetched.
Fur-fetched.
Oh, fur-fetched. Sorry, I can't read very well for a variety of reasons. 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino. Inbox, Tap 25, happy hour, Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. You got all beers, bottle and draft, import or domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor. Again, that's Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So Dustin's off to call play-by-play. Game, of course, is on TSN television if you're not able to make it this evening. We will have the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show at 6 with Jason Milne and Matthew Awanek, and then they're on after the game for the Commonwealth Stadium post-game show. Awanek should be rolling in here pretty soon.
Yeah, should be. I asked them to bring me a coffee.
Yeah, I could have used the coffee earlier when it was like 14 degrees in this room.
No, iced coffee.
Oh, yeah, you like the iced coffee.
Black iced coffee.
How come you like, do you ever have a hot coffee?
In the morning.
Yeah. I don't drink a lot of coffee. One a day is enough for me. I actually enjoy the taste of some coffee. I have it more for that than the boost. I don't know if it really makes me up.
Yeah, I don't know either. I enjoy it. It's a nice, I don't know. It's calming to me to have a nice iced coffee beside you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You want to watch the wiener races together at halftime?
Well, you know where I'm going to be. So it's up to you. It's like it's not
Raiders shine. Reid will just be sitting there.
I'm sitting.
He'll just be like this too.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about the game.
Right. I do like our halftime.
No, I will say
chats.
this: the dog. That's the one halftime show I'll watch. Most of the other halftime shows, I'm like, just leave me alone.
I really like the halftime shows when they used to have the dogs with the frisbees.
Yeah, so that was one of my.
They were trying to set like a world record once for longest frisbee throw and catch.
The sudden loss of losing an hour can cause temporary increases in heart attacks, strokes, and emergency room visits. Tiredness and lack of focus lead to an immediate spike in car crashes and workplace mistakes.
Well, go to bed an hour
right
earlier.
after the time change.
Go to bed an hour.
It's not that
earlier.
easy for some people. I see one of my favorite rants. I should have saved the audio. When I was doing Inside Sports, I did a rant on the Super Dogs because there was a Super Dogs at halftime and they sucked. Like they went off, they were trying to do the slalom. They dropping the frisbee.
They weren't so
and I'm
super.
like, these aren't super dogs. These are normal dogs. Like if you want to have dogs at halftime, that's fine. Don't market them as super dogs.
Right.
Like I could take my dog out to center field or the dogs I had at the time and get them to not properly retrieve the ball.
Yes.
It'd probably be somewhat entertaining, but that's not a super dog. That's a regular dog.
That is funny.
Like if you have the dog and it's supposed to do the slalom it just runs beside the slalom and back, that's not a super dog.
Didn't you have that rant on EST?
I tend to bring it up over and over again.
Yeah,
it's the only good thing I've ever done. It's the only interesting thing I've ever done. Well, but I don't care about halftime shows and stuff like that. Like when they hide the Tim Hortons cup or the Boston Pizza, I don't care where it is. I'm not going to play along. Now, the person who's blindfolded and they're trying to find the sign, there is some entertainment in that.
Yeah, except last time it was like
the guy was
military
on the other
guy.
side of the end zone.
He almost hurt himself.
Yes, he ran into the LED stuff, didn't he?
Yes. They were like, stop.
But I don't know I don't know how I would handle that situation because you have to go.
I would go like this and then wait till the loudest roar.
Right, just go.
Yeah, and wait till the loudest roar.
I remember,
and then start walking that way.
Like I remember one time there was a woman like she was pointing sort of to like 10 o'clock with her left arm, and she was running sort of to 2 o'clock. And so she's going in two directions. She's pointing in one direction, running in a slightly different direction, and going. And so everybody's just booing, and she just kind of kept. So she would just like lean, but she still kept going in the same direction. I felt bad for because then you probably are panicking in that situation.
I just don't
blindfolded.
want. Yeah. Seems like somebody could get hurt doing that, but
yeah. What else do they do? Now the fire truck race is fun. I would still run through the bench though.
I would.
Like I would still just run through the visiting
just for the heck of it.
They're never going to have you back anyway.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get drawn again.
No.
So it's like, oh, sorry, Joe Pow Pow. I guess I hit you.
Joe Pow Pow.
Where is Joe Pow Pow?
Wow. Where is Joe Pow Pow?
We coached the Ottawa. Didn't he coach the Renegades?
He did.
I don't know. I don't think he's in the CFL anymore.
He's age 71.
71, yeah. He was a good quarterback when I was a little kid. 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. So people still have over an hour to do our wager for today.
Yes.
And all the other things we have for the World
all
Cup.
82
There's
plays.
a good variety on EST specials on playalberta.ca.
Yeah, Austin Max, 6+ receptions. Justin Rankin, 3+ receptions. And Cody Fajardo, 2+ passing touchdowns. Fun fact about Cody Fajardo is that he is looking to go for 7 games in a row. Or no, he's looking to make it 8 games in a row with at least one touchdown pass.
Oh, nice.
He's went 13 straight starts with 1+ touchdown pass in his career. He did that in 23-24.
He's a good quarterback. He's just not flashy.
Yeah, and you know what? It's interesting what Jed Roberts had to say about, how BC defends the Elks tonight. Are they just going to put out all the stops to try stop Justin Rankin and Javon Leake in the backfield? Well, if that's the case, then yeah, there would be more shots downfield. And don't forget, last time Edmonton played BC in Kelowna, there was 4 shots, deep shots.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't all hit.
You got a PI?
There were shots. They were taking shots. So maybe that's a part of this game plan for the Elks, is to take advantage deep down the field against these BC line cornerbacks, DBs, safeties.
Gavin Meyer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do we know about him? He's the new defensive lineman?
Not much, Reid. Yeah.
Okay, but he's the new D lineman. He's in for Jordan Williams. Okay,
yes.
So that's a name to watch, because Jordan Williams has been having a really good season. He's the guy that crushed Oliveira in Winnipeg and led to that fumble.
Yeah.
So he played at USC. Defensive tackle. All right. So how big is he?
6'3", 290. Big boy.
Okay, so he's a wider human being.
Yeah.
Well,
so
he's tall too, but yeah.
This would be his first start. But by all accounts, this team is very high on him.
Right.
Tamari Fox, another name that I brought up that was unfortunately injured early last season with an ankle injury.
Mm-hmm.
He has been noticeable on this defensive line as well. So you're looking at a team that has depth, Reid. And that's a telltale sign of an Ed Hervey team.
Yeah.
Is that he will have depth. You will see depth, and they need it because, in the CFL, it's very important for you to have depth, and it's showing why right now with the Elks.
All right, we got buying or selling for Damon Bunting coming up. Here is our buddy the Coop.
The Elks suit up to rematch the Lions tonight at 7 o'clock. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Matthew Wannick, J-Mail hit the airwaves an hour before game time right here on EST. Around the CFL, Blue Bombers quarterback Zach Caleros has been ruled out for a second game in a row, this time against the Red Blacks, meaning Winnipeg's Drew Brown will start against his former squad. From Hamilton, this week, Trey Ford gets the start behind center when the Ticats challenge the Argos tomorrow, and staying out east, the Flyers, they've skirted arbitration with Jamie Drysdale, locking up the 24-year-old defenseman to a 4-year deal worth $26 million total. And the Jays are back in action at home to the White Sox, bottom first inning. It's a runless contest. Entering the game, the Jays last in the AL East, with the White Sox first in the AL Central. Around the majors, a handful of other matchups live. Dodgers, Yankees, zeros across the board, top of the second inning. And it's that same score between the Rangers and the Braves, bottom first inning. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com to book a tee time today. The Reid Wilkins Show rolls on following a brief pause here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
The Edmonton Oilers home and opener has been announced. It'll be the 29th of September. And then they will also play in Vancouver, because Vancouver's home opener was announced, and it will be the Oilers on the 1st of October. So it is a Vancouver, Edmonton, home and home. The Oilers getting what should be nowhere close to a playoff team.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. Hi, it's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going, rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. So is this hot tub peekaboo? Wonder if Trev will find a hot tub in Toronto. That'll probably be one of his complaints about Toronto. No one let me in their backyard to go sit in the hot tub.
No hot tub peekaboo.
I met a guy named Jay, and I asked him if he had a hot tub. And he looked at me like I was weird. 780-218-9999 is how you text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Let's get things going in the fourth quarter of the show here, like the Elks did against Ottawa and how they won against Winnipeg. We need some thumbs.
Let's get some thumbs
going on YouTube. We want to get to 100, have some good vibe here for the Green and Gold against the BC Lions at 7. The stream will continue at 6 with Milne and Awanek for the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Buying or selling is presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. So people are putting, I just saw this, people are putting dusty dog calls.
Yes.
What a bonehead play. Give that guy the cone of shame. That's pretty good from Les. That's really good. All right, so buying or selling, we're hoping for a big crowd tonight. I got to say, Jay, it's not frustrating, isn't the word, but I like talking about sports. But I guess in the CFL and maybe some other leagues, I guess the attendance is an ongoing storyline. I've said this a lot over the years. As long as I could remember, somebody's been saying the CFL is dying. Like, I could go back. I should have saved newspaper articles from 1983 when I was 9. Somebody's saying the league is doomed. Somebody's saying the league sucks.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying don't watch it. The NFL's better. That's just life for this league. Edmonton are always had a little bit of like, well, things are fine in Edmonton. Have you seen our crowds? Have you seen how many years we've been in the playoffs? Have you seen how many Grey Cups? We're no longer that. Ed Hervey said it when he was hired. Team became a laughingstock. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Changes, coaches that didn't do a good job, players that didn't do a good job, loss of connection to the community, all that kind of stuff. They are clearly a better team this year. I don't know if they're going to win the Grey Cup. I don't know how far they're going to go. They are clearly an entertaining team. I don't think there's a team in the CFL that the Elks would line up against that I would say they don't have a chance. Last 2 or 3 years, I don't know if I guess you could never say no chance, but you'd be like, oh man,
yeah, you'd have
your 90% for the other team, right?
You'd have your reservations for sure.
So there's this whole thing like we know attendance has been declining around the league. They need people in the stadium, so the TV deal is pretty good for a league this size. Hey Matthew,
oh my!
Like
gosh,
somebody I don't know what that person who meant on the text line said they're going to be 3,500 tonight. And if he meant 35,000, well, he also knows we're not going to get back to 35,000 that quickly. Look, I just hope that my worry is not just with the Elks, but around the Canadian Football League is that even this year, when the product has been better than ever, because here are some things I've heard about the CFL, okay, and the Elks specifically. One thing about the CFL is like, if I want to watch a CFL game, I want to see them chuck it. I want to see big plays. I want to see interceptions. I want to see kick returns. I want to see 35-30. I don't want to watch the CFL for 21-11. Okay. Highest scoring season so far in the 100-plus year history of the league. Okay. We got you that league-wide. You can sit down and watch a game, and with a couple of exceptions, there have been points, and quite frankly, there have been exciting finishes.
Big plays, highest since 2016.
Right. Okay. Check for all you people who are saying you don't get that out of the league. Locally, you know what? I just can't watch a losing team. Okay? They're not a losing team. They're 4-1. Even if they lose today, you've won 2/3 of your games with a third of the season done. If you win today, you're 5-1. You got the best record in the league.
Yep.
Okay? Check so far. I don't know if, again, this is a good team. This is a competitive team. I don't think it's realistically to expect 14-2 every year, like when they won the 5 in a row. I think those days are gone. What else? You know what? They need to get out there in the community. That was lost. That was lost. They didn't get out there in the community. Players left in the summer. Okay, they're trying. They're trying. Okay, that's a priority for Chris Morris. It's a priority for Ed Hervey. Killen believes that as well. I think a lot of the players are buying into it. Okay, check and in progress. What else? There's one other thing I was trying to think of. The community stuff, living here year round ties into that. Some guys did. We had Nick Anderson was here. Some, like, you can't expect every American guy to never go home, but a lot of guys stayed here. You got that buy-in. Okay, so you were staying away because the team sucked. You were staying away because there was no continuity. You were staying away because they weren't out in the community. That's changing. There was one other point I was going to make before I get to something else. But anyway, like the alumni, and a lot of alumni said when Machocha and Tillman were involved, they weren't as welcome. I don't know can't remember what it was like with Chris Jones. But you got a couple alumni in prominent positions of the team. I think that's turning around. I'd have to talk to more alumni, but I feel like they want alum around or welcome or mingling or still representing the team. I think that's changing. I'm not sure, but I think that's changing. Okay. Oh, the alumni are getting treated poorly. I don't think that's the case anymore. Okay. So that's being fixed. All right. And then we'll get to the thing I hate talking about it because you talk in circles and the people who hate it are never going to change their mind. They changed the name. Okay, they changed the name. I will. I didn't do it, but if you would like me to personally apologize to you for the name changing, I will, even though I had nothing to do with it. If you're that hung up on it, and that trumps winning football, being good in the community, building a strong brand, connecting with people, then I just can't change your mind. So there's 5 things. Four of them appear to be changing. One of them doesn't really have anything to do with football entertainment. Like if they were called the Eskimos or the Poodles, they still would have been crappy the last 5 years and probably would still be good this year. Yep. I believe. I realize there's a culture thing and maybe it ties into alumni stuff. Okay, so this is my okay. So the name thing I kind of hate to. If you're not coming to the games or following the team because they changed their name, you're lost. Like. I don't mean as a human being, but I guess you're lost as a fan. Those other things that you wanted as a fan, you're getting, or at least you're starting to get.
Yes.
Or there's uptick. So what if people get that and they don't come back? What do we do?
Well, I don't know that even that can change overnight, Reid. I don't know if that can change with a team that's 4-1. I mean, geez, we both remember the days where you'd see 40,000 people in Commonwealth Stadium, and it was beautiful. It was a sight to behold. Yeah. And it was loud and it was proud. And yeah, do I think that some of the things you talked about have reflected the lack of support? 100%. But now, if this team continues to improve, continues to rack up wins, I don't know that is just going to snap your finger and there's fans in the stands. Mm-hmm. I think you can look at it and say, okay, let's say there's 22,000 in here, like Dusty said. That's an improvement. That's good. The piece I think that is really lost and a piece that matters a lot to people, especially Reid, the Eskimo Elks name change, that group. That I think is going to be needed. They'll need to see more in the community to really realize how much this team is changing and how much, because the days of those back when they were called the Eskimos, those guys would be at your kids' schools. Sure. They would be at a lot of different events, and they're getting there. They are. But to have the full support of the community, this team needs to get back into and involved in the community, and they are. I just don't think these changes have the effects on fans in the stands as rapidly as maybe you'd like to think, given that the team's 4-1.
I'm fair. Yeah, and right? I'm not saying it should be right after 40,000. I mean, I've had season tickets since 1997. When this show ends, I will walk to my parents because they live near the stadium, and we will walk back and we will sit together and watch the game. Mm-hmm. I used to drive in. When I lived in Lloyd, I probably still made 6 or 7 of the 9 home games a year,
Yeah.
But it used to be like, in my memory, is there'd be that one game that was below 30,000. Like it'd be Toronto and it'd be 27 because no one cared.
Yeah.
Or not, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, you'd be 30s. You might top 4, maybe you top 50, Labor Day rematch, maybe those days are gone, because I guess I have to acknowledge too, it is a very competitive sports market with television and like every Blue Jays game wasn't always on TV.
True.
Right. Even every Oilers game wasn't. I know there's rarely, Oilers and Elks don't overlap a ton with the games on the same day or at exactly the same time. So I realize things are different. Even the NFL, you couldn't watch it like you do, right? So maybe you're telling your family or yourself, well, I only got time for one game this week, and it's going to be 49ers, Seahawks, or whatever. So I know it's a competitive market. I love this city. I believe in this city. I think sports fans in this city are incredible. We referenced the article that Preston Hodgkinson wrote for the Daily Hive. There's a reason when 1260 shut down, 2 sports stations came out of it, not one.
Right.
Which is pretty cool. And of course, my former employer does a lot of sports and has the rights to the Elks and the Oilers. So I believe in this city. I believe there's a strong market for it. And I do believe people are going to come back. I just hope the Elks and the CFL isn't at a point where people keep moving the goalposts and always find a reason not to go. In this market and in others, like, oh, hey, the team's not crappy anymore. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to spend that for a ticket. Well, actually, the tickets are quite cheap compared to some other things. Why don't we just go to 1 or 2 games? Oh, I don't know. It might rain. Oh, actually, it's not going to rain Friday. Oh, I don't know. Who are these players? Like half of them are American. Well, actually, the league's always been half. Like, I'm just worried you're going to get those guys. It's like, well, I got A, B, C, D, E. You can't convince me to go. I don't know.
I think it's building and trending back up to maybe not what it once was, Reid, but a lighter version of that. In that, I truly believe that this team will have the need to open up the upper bowl and get fans back up in those seats. It just takes time. It's like when we've had former players on, like Taylor Inglis, like Aaron Fiacconi, and they've said, culture it happens, and they can both look at this team right now and say the culture's changing, but it takes time. So you think of the time it takes for to change the culture in this room, in this building, in that field, in that locker room. It then takes trickle-down effect time to get back into the community and to have that community support. Because I do believe, even though it is a competitive landscape, Reid, the Riverhawks are almost done. And I'm not even including the Oilers in that, because the Oilers are not for families. The Oilers are not for normal most people. The Oilers are a very, very prestigious high-end product.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best hockey league in the world.
I don't care about that. I'm talking price point.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right? Like, you cannot take your family
Yeah,
to
but
a
we
game.
got somebody in the chat, though, complaining about the cost of Elks tickets.
Okay. I mean, if you want to complain about the price of Elks tickets, then you can complain about the price of everything. You can complain about the price of groceries. You can complain about the price of gas. You can complain about the price of cost it is to go to a movie with your family, because that's just, I mean, everything's more expensive than it was 25 years ago. Okay, but you can still go to an Elks game for $20. Okay, you can still go tonight. There's $3 hot dogs.
Right.
Like, and I'm sorry, sports and entertainment are not free.
No, stuff costs money in life.
Stuff costs money. So, but then if you're gonna bitch about the Elks being expensive, then don't even talk to me about and saying that you're supportive of the Oilers. If you want to watch the Oilers on TV, sure, that knock your socks off. But I don't even like comparing the Elks and the Oilers, because it's just apples and oranges when it comes to the cost and how much per game to go and actually watch the game. You can do that with the Elks. You can't do that for most families with the Oilers.
John Ashton says, LOL, I do complain about the price of everything. He mentioned the ticket
Which
prices.
is fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He also
it is
says,
frustrating.
He
Sure.
also says it was a terrible team for 6 seasons and just coming back to life. Yeah, I mean, and
maybe that too.
Since 05, they really haven't been that great. 3 home playoff games in a league in which 4 of the 9 teams host the playoff games isn't very good. And you just said I shouldn't compare them to the Oilers, but like the Oilers were crap for 10 years and then 2 more after they made the playoffs. And nobody turned their back on the team. It was like, let's fix it. Let's still spend $300 for a ticket to see them never have the puck against Detroit.
Well, and that tide will turn too, Reid. There's going to be a point in our lives when the Oilers stink.
Yep.
And Connor McDavid's not here. Leon Draisaitl's not here. And the Oilers are going to be quite normal. And getting into the playoffs would be, oh, wow. They got
But the
into
building
the
will
playoffs.
still be full, though. That's what I'm saying.
You know what, Reid? I question that.
All right, fair enough.
I really,
maybe
honestly,
someday we'll find
sincerely
out.
do. If they completely ignore their end users as much as they do currently. It's fact.
Fire Selly for David Bunting. Good discussion. We will have words of the day when we get back.
The 4-1 Elks are in action against the 1-3 Lions. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Matthew Wannick, Jay and Milne preview the contest starting at 6 o'clock right here on EST. Around the CFL, Blue Bombers quarterback Zach Collaros has been ruled out for a second straight game, this time against the Red Blacks, meaning Winnipeg's Drew Brown will get the start against his former squad. And from Hamilton this week, former Elk Trey Ford has been named as a starter for the Ticats when they challenge the Argos tomorrow. In baseball, the Jays are in action at home to the White Sox, allowing 5 runs in the second inning. Midway through the second, White Sox with a 5-0 lead against Toronto in their return to action. Around the majors, top of the third, the Dodgers, Yankees, they're tied at 0s, while the Red Sox have a 1-run lead top of the second against the Rays. The final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show brings us back following the break here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST EST Afternoons.
Do you know Canadian reporter Tim Hurraney?
I am friends. I'm sitting opposite Tim Hurraney.
All right. Can you tell him the Edmonton boys say hello? We haven't bought. We always bring him on, and we're giving him a break here because Luke, you're absolutely fantastic as well. But tell him we say hi and to behave.
Yeah, he needs to behave. I heard he's been up to some trouble in France over the last week or so. But he's
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Get ready for another iconic evening of Canadian rock as the River Cree Resort and Casino presents Street Heart and Lee Aaron. On July 30th, get ready for a fist-pumping, anthem-filled show featuring two of the best acts to ever do it. Street Heart and Lee Aaron, July 30th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Must you click? Click. Must you click?
Ross, that's nice. That's nice, Ross.
Ross, we got your message. He said tonight's the first game going in person in years after having season seats for 10 plus years.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. And, you know, there's probably a lot of Rosses out there.
Yeah.
That now this team, because Reid, honestly, it's hard to support a loser.
Well, the last few years were frustrating because it's like they weren't. Yeah, I mean, you missed the playoffs 5 straight years in a league this size, as we talked about. It wasn't like they were in it down to the wire. It was like, well, it's August 30th and they have one win. Like, they're not getting in.
Well, Nolan from St. Albert says, I can buy season tickets for one lower bowl seat. Like he can buy season seats for the Elks for the cost of one lower bowl seat. One seat for one game at the Oilers.
Right.
And it's $50 for a beer and chicken tenders.
Well,
not here.
No.
Right? So,
yeah, I know. So it's an ongoing discussion. We'll keep having it. But on the field, it's been pretty fun this year. And I think this is going to be a good game tonight. I mean, everybody knows I think Rourke is great. I mean, I think when he plays, you never know. I mean, he's the type of player that could have a historic game against anybody, I think.
I agree.
Right. Well, what's that one? Somebody mad at me?
This is from Ian. See, Reid, my situation on this is from a 20-year, I think, season seat holder.
Mm-hmm.
It started by the losing, then went into supporting during COVID and getting little recognition. Then they decided to force a few thousand people from Upper Deck and told to either pay 3 times price for worse tickets or get tickets in the corner for same as before. Then moving the money to other events, so that made him move the money to other events.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I understand the upper
And he
deck
says,
thing.
"Will they get my
fair
support
enough.
back and my money? Time will tell."
Okay, no, that's fair. I appreciate that. They are a better team to watch, though. If you want to watch on
I
TV,
can tell you just from the eye test of being here in this building today, it's a lot more action going on in Commonwealth Rec Center than there has been in prior weeks.
Yeah, and I understand the upper bowl thing that people didn't like that.
I'm with you, man. Those were my seats.
Yeah,
that's where I would always go, is to the upper deck.
Yep. Oh, fair comment. All right. Words of the day for Edmonton Public Library on Sunday. With your Edmonton Public Library card, you get in free 2K days. Speaking of name changes.
Too much for one day.
I insist on calling it the Edmonton Expo.
There you go. First word of the day, obsequious. Now, this is a Bootski edition number 46. So
I feel like some of these are repeats.
Obsequious.
OBSEQUIOUS.
Correct.
Does this mean like shifty or underhanded?
No.
Okay.
No. The singer's obsequious entourage helped cause her to develop a gigantic ego.
Oh,
the
like
singer's obsequious entourage.
They're kind of like fawning followers.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Correct. Excessively eager to please, flatter, or obey, especially to gain favor or approval from the superior. I thought we had this.
You might have had
just
that
recently.
before, yeah.
Second word of the day.
In the language.
Second word of the day. Codicil. Codicil.
CODICIL.
Correct.
And that is an addition to a will. Or like to a legal document.
Correct.
Yeah.
3 out of 4, Reid. Nice.
What's the exact definition?
The exact definition. A separate legal document that amends, modifies, or supplements a previously executed last will and testament.
Right. Yeah.
You're on fire.
Not as dumb as I look.
Nobody can be that dumb.
Matthew Awanek is going to take over my chair. I'll be walking past the non-burping Dustin Nielson in a little bit. The Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold Kickoff Show starts at the
smash burger.
Top of the hour.
Maddie brought a smash burger.
Oh, is it?
Oh, you should go get one in the tailgate.
On behalf of Zach Kubish, back at EST Global HQ, and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Enjoy the game. Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold Kickoff Show coming up.
They call me the glue guy.